Whoa.
Whoa,
What's
what's
going
good?
on?
What's good? What's good?
Whoa.
Going on?
What's
Make
good
sure
with
y'all
y'all?
sharing this live. We about to get into some good stuff today. Make sure y'all sharing this. We got my man Justin on here.
Yes, sir.
We got my man Rock on here. Baby
You.
Rock, Lil Rock, the Rock that Patrick stayed under.
Ha ha ha.
And
Yeah,
you
nigga
know me,
Looking
crazy.
like the doctor of robot chicken. I hear
Mike.
Where that boy Terrence at?
What we talking about today? We're gonna talk about the stuff that Justin got going on. We're gonna talk about that Alcorn versus Texas Southern, and we're gonna talk about that last parade season that we had, man. Um, I see a lot of people say Carver was the number one band that parade season. I think otherwise, but we're
Okay.
gonna get into that. We're gonna get
Oh
into that.
shit.
We're gonna get into. I mean, I think they top three, but I don't think they number one. But we're gonna get into that. I got a battle that we're gonna be watching for a little minute. You know, if that's what y'all want to get into. And this show is really this show. The reason it was started is for young folks and it's for fans, man. Y'all type y'all questions in the chats, and we gonna talk. You know, we gonna answer what y'all got to say. You feel what I'm saying? We can't. We don't have no caller system, so y'all can't call in. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all got a question y'all want us to discuss? Just put it. You know, just put it in that chat, and we gonna talk about it.
Most
But we
definitely,
gonna
most
jump right
definitely.
on in. Make sure y'all keep sharing this live. Keep sharing this live. Thank y'all to all the sharers, all the likers and stuff like that. Cover number one. We gonna get into it, man. Let's talk about this Alcorn versus Texas Southern. First,
Oh snap.
let's just get it out the way. Who y'all think won?
I'm gonna say first. I think both bands won. It was good for the culture.
Nah, they're
We
PC.
don't
There
like
you
no
go.
corners over here, dog.
PC.
I think both bands won. It was good for the culture. It's
All
not
right.
my call. I threw the battle, so I can't pick a winner.
Who you think won?
All
Right.
right. So that's your business answer. What's your personal?
Both bands won. I definitely have two favorite songs though. I definitely have two favorite songs. So I mean,
Nah, I
And both of the
definitely.
favorite songs come from Alcorn, huh?
nah. But I mean, they come from East Band. East Band. It's just kind of like I don't know, man. Y'all niggas
Nah,
Well,
funny.
true, right?
I got Alcorn winning. That
Oh,
was
Yeah, I think to be honest
now
with you,
Alcorn surprised me with what was going on, man. I knew Drew and Jared was coming with some heat, but
them
like just
niggas
the
ain't going.
overall the overall package though it surprised me. I was like, okay, Alcorn, because they kind of reminded me of 16 Alcorn.
17 all corners for
Well,
me.
17 Alcorn, yeah, 16, 17 ish.
Alcorn
But
won. Alcorn won, but I don't feel like they.
no, no,
Justin
they
gonna be
weren't
mad
they weren't
when I say this.
demolishing, but I'm saying they
Justin gonna
won.
be mad when I say this because he gonna say I'm capping. I don't feel like it really was a competition
Between two bands?
between the two bands.
That's fine. Hey, that's fine. I'm not
I
I
gonna
mean,
feel
deny
like
it.
hey,
Alcorn wiped the floor with them people. Like
hey.
everybody going crazy over like Texas Southern Your Mind Still. I don't think that was cool at all. Like it didn't move me. I wasn't like,
Oh man.
ooh, like
let me tell you this much. When I recorded both bands, of course, everybody, you understand what the fuck going on. The hardest part about I'm sorry, cursing. The hardest part about
you
recording
can
that
curse,
band,
bro. Tell me
the
what
hardest
you gotta say.
the hardest part about recording that battle was me knowing what the other band had. So like I wouldn't record it Alcorn first. So when I recorded Take a Sudden, I'm like,
You're like, damn.
okay, dang. So
Look, like
my first thing was like, it's gonna come down to how they call these songs because you know, and all Take Something surprised me. I ain't gonna lie. Take Something really surprised me on sound. You know what I'm saying? Cause I knew what they've been going through, and I recorded them in the fall for their fall showcase. So I know they gonna sound decent if anything. That's my biggest thing. As long as the band sound decent, I'm good. But the way Gray was calling them songs, he actually made it a real good battle because if they would have slipped up, it could have been a landslide. You know what I'm saying? But I personally think it was a good battle. It really was. Depends on how you took it. Because some people were saying everything Texas Alcorn said was a play was loud. And I definitely was just loud. And I definitely disagree with that. But it was
Nah,
definitely a good battle.
they I think the only thing with Alcorn for me was they got to learn how to finesse more. I wouldn't say it was just loud, but they like some of
I
that
mean,
they
that's
could have
probably just
finessed
his
more.
style.
YFD. I'm gonna disagree with that. Well, this how the battle took place. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like, and I still feel like this. And after my second battle, I'm gonna make a big public announcement. I'm gonna make a lot of people mad, and I really don't care. I feel like the band culture overall was being lazy in the pandemic. One, I feel like band culture is dying. Two,
I always do that.
especially on the high school level. I feel like
Yeah.
nothing is going on in high school level. And I don't want to hear COVID as an excuse. I'm tired of COVID as an excuse. So if you got COVID as an excuse, I was a teacher, so I understand how school system work. Whatever you got going on, I don't want to hear it. It's an excuse to me. I'm letting you know. Because I know a lot of high school bands that are thriving, and everybody put together bands for football season. So I don't hear that. Anyway, yeah, they're gonna make people mad. I don't care. That the battle cap, I texted a lot of my band directors, so I had his friends. You know what I'm saying? I said, y'all want to do virtual battles? Once Mr. Wright at A&M replied, I knew I was gonna be able to get some action out of somebody. Because Mr. Wright, one of the oldest band directors, not one of the oldest, but he like a vet in
One of
the
them,
game.
he not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody who consider somebody who's just like old and just stuck in their ways, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, he's really cool.
Like the
But
guy
no,
at Alabama State.
that's not none of my. That's not somebody. You
I'm gonna
stupid.
keep it real. That's what they say. I don't know the man. That's what they say. I
Out
don't
of it,
know.
cool, but I mean, I get what you're going. But nevertheless, that's how I was feeling. I feel like these bands stagnant. So I went to J State game, enjoyed my J State game. I'm like, shit, if Jackson State pumping like this, I feel like
That
bands should
game
get
was
some
lit that
action.
you was at, son.
The
That
first
game was
game,
lit.
no, that was the whatever game that was. Their game was lit. It was.
Yeah, we be having fun, son.
Yeah, yeah. So I felt like bands was bull crapping, and I still do. I got a public shirt now coming, but nevertheless, I picked those battles, and however they went is like that's the bands who replied, and y'all see I have another battle coming up next week with 3 schools. I can tell y'all first time on the show. The 3 schools are
Oh, wait, hold on. He dropping exclusive. He
yeah,
dropping exclusive. Write it down. You don't know.
exclusive. Yeah, this is exclusive. My next virtual battle is going to be between Mississippi Valley State, Langston University, and Kentucky State University. That was the other 3 schools. I had some more schools, but
You might as
school,
well put Sophie B right too.
man, shut up, man.
No, I hate these guys.
This dude is stupid. But no, man. Believe it or not, man, it's really
Hey,
gonna be
Robin.
Hey, Robin.
it's really gonna be a good battle, man. I definitely didn't want to just go around and just pick all the white school. I want to give
I
every
feel
school
you.
a chance. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Depends on where you
Kentucky
high
State
school
about to
thriving.
wipe the flow with them people.
That's your prediction?
That's
Yes.
what I got. That's my
Oh.
prediction.
So
Kentucky
Langston too?
State. What?
Man,
You heard
about to
Langston?
lose
Did you hear
Langston.
that last video?
Another thing. I was happy that I got to record these bands. You know what I'm saying? Because what tends to happen is your band will have a media team. And like if it ain't like somebody like Killer Kev or like so not what the name is Gerard Howard HBCU bands.
Yeah,
I be feeling like
Multisport.
I be feeling like some of these bands be getting put in a bad light. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like
yeah.
that was my thing about recording. I said I want to get both bands the same quality sound, the same quality, setup. So this way it can be even across the board. I don't want to hear nobody the camera was far away up. I don't want to hear none of that. I will give everybody the same
Audio is equal opportunity. Audio is equal opportunity. How you sound
Yeah, man. The people calling it Kentucky State, man. People calling it Kentucky State early, man.
I'm calling it because that's the lead, so we right along that. Y'all got KSU? Yeah,
Shout out to you, DC. Yeah,
Marching thoroughbreds, huh?
That's what we be trying to say, Justin. It's great that what you're doing, and I hope it bring a lot of exposure to the band program.
Mm-hmm.
But Kentucky
State Kentucky State is probably one of the best up and coming bands for these last few years. Them dudes, like as far as small bands, like small college bands, them boys running that show.
Like I remember when people, I was just talking about this with some of my CBs, and it was like, what was the most scared battle that you had freshman year? I said versus Kentucky State. I said because if they would have even touched us, it would have been.
Jackson got
so that game, I was intense. I'm telling all my brothers and sisters, put your, come through the horn. You feel what I'm saying? Because you can't.
Don't leave no doubt. Because the slightest, even if if they sound better than what they usually sound, all of a sudden,
that's how it be.
Because
because like is it a fight?
That's what's been going on by Classic 19. That's why everybody claiming Grambling did this and that. Because they sound better than what they had for the last.
No, I'm sorry. Grambling sound. Look,
Grambling sounded damn good.
Grambling sounded good. So
that's what I'm saying.
Go listen to my videos.
I would say that y'all definitely didn't smash them. Y'all definitely didn't smash them.
And I said that it could have been worse. We could have actually played everything back today because they damn near played our whole book.
I feel like
we played our whole book too. I would think everybody booked that year was kind of similar.
Yeah.
But the last Bayou Classic where y'all completely demolished them was the year y'all played that Cater to You and that
So 15.
ordinary people. That was scary. It was like,
Shit,
you know,
16. We demolished them people with Taurus, Sex with Me, Child's
well,
Play,
Sesame was nice.
Bump and
Yeah.
Grind. Yeah,
Well,
we
yeah.
had
What the year y'all play?
My First Love was that next year.
That Meek Mill song that Brian called off. Y'all only played that one time.
Meek Mill.
Uh, when they delivered that check to y'all, I mean that license plate. Remember that?
Oh, you talking about that was 2017 though.
Oh,
You talking about oh boy,
whatever,
Gucci
whatever.
Gang. You talking about that
Oh
one Meek
my
Mill?
God,
That
Gucci
was
Gang.
Gucci. Yeah, that was
That's not
2017.
meat, man.
Whoever that
You
That's
was,
gotta.
that's Gucci Gang. Yeah, that's
that
not me.
that nigga slapped, boy.
Did y'all
What is
bring
it?
it back to
That
like
was that.
praise season or
My
something?
First Love.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah.
16. I tell people this all the time. I take 14 and 15 Southern against. I take if I had to pick three Southerns, give me 10, 14, and 15 against anybody you want. However you
10,
want it.
14, and 15.
10, 14, 15. And then if you maybe
This
pick two,
nigga.
if you make, and I'm only picking 10 because I was in school in 10, and 10 was the rise. I never seen a baritone section that good. Let me elaborate. Baritone, no euphoniums. I'm talking
Yeah,
about that's when they had Lloyd. Everybody who you see on the All Star Band baritone line, a lot of
bro.
them, Dwayne,
Them.
Josh,
Yeah.
them that was them
That 10
dudes.
line was that was
Oh
Simmons
my,
Crabby. That 10 line was yeah.
Brian. So if you want to pick three Southerns, I don't care who
And
it
I
is.
that Boombox Classic that year. Oh my God.
14 all night was all right. You understand what 14 did? Jackie stayed in the gym. Okay, you
No,
find
that's
me
what
another.
Hey,
he's
we not
saying. That's
listen,
him. That's
listen,
him saying
listen,
Oh,
all
listen,
night was
listen,
all
my
listen,
right.
bad, my
listen,
bad, my
listen,
bad,
That's
listen,
damn
listen,
near.
listen.
my
Yo, he
bad,
was going good.
my bad, my bad, my
He
bad.
was good.
Well, he said 14 was all right. You realize
I like 14
No,
Southern
he
Band.
wasn't saying 14 was all right. He was saying all night already. He was saying that
oh the
we
song.
we
Okay,
were
my
just
bad.
yeah, they were just going long
Oh my bad, my bad.
long
I was saying
nights.
14 and 15. I don't know. Now 14 had a battle
15,
15.
15 book was off the chain.
14 was punching niggas in the mouth. How
Yeah,
you want
14
it?
was punching niggas in the fuck. 15 book was I mean 15 had their shit. 16
Yeah.
we was just like just like look, whoever we see, it is what it is.
Yeah.
16 was straight for y'all. 16 was straight.
I feel
I
like
mean we could
16,
have had I don't know.
16,
I guess
was a
the
coach.
only drawback people talk about with 16 was Tubas was inconsistent, and our book was we had more recycled songs than we had newer songs.
I
But
definitely wait, but 16 had that damn what that song what his song cry was.
Song Cry that was 16.
Okay, all
Always have
right.
seen it.
You understand
That was one of
what
my
happened.
favorite songs. That
Don't
Crab
you
Year.
sleep on 16, boy. What?
16, that was my Crab Year. That was one of my favorite songs. Crab Year.
Let me ask you this, Justin. From the 2020 Paris season, I know it's a long time ago.
It's
What was
not,
the top? What
not
was the top three bands
easily
in order?
in order. Damn. Oh shit. Let me tell you. And this is my personal reason. I'm gonna say Landry Walker. I'm gonna say Abe Carver, however you want it. I ain't gonna say top three, however, whatever you want to pick it. One thing I didn't see. Now I definitely feel like Carver elevated, you know what I'm saying? Abe shocked the world with their baritone, the boys, only thing at Southern. And Carl, they did their thing, but I didn't agree with a couple battles they had. One thing I wanted to see Carver, why I don't give Carver number one, I wanted to see Carver battle Landry Walker and St. Aug. And people were like, why?
They would
I
have
took
slaughtered St. O. St. O was
yeah,
terrible.
That parade season
I
wasn't too
feel
good for
you.
us.
Listen, I feel you, but I just feel like
Wasn't too good for us.
in order to claim the top, I feel like
Yeah,
you gotta
in order to be the best, you got to beat the best.
you gotta. And I ain't saying they're the best. I'm just saying you gotta see the people who need to be saw. For example,
Yeah,
I personally
It's a
feel like
gauntlet. It's a
yeah,
gauntlet.
I feel like that walk-in car battle was almost as entertaining as
Carver eight.
Carvin and Abe. Carvin Abe battle was longer, but if you're just going off of strictly like New Orleans, like I'm a fan of our
But
culture.
the Walker Cup battle, I don't know. Neither one of them. It was like they were both just trying too hard. I don't know.
Nah, you gotta go listen to that battle. But
If
another thing,
that's what you think, if that's what your
yeah,
top three is,
huh?
my
Well,
top three
he talking
going.
to you about your top three. Yeah,
If
I
that's
don't
what
know,
your
bro.
top three is, my top three going. Go ahead, Rock.
I don't know, bro.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
It's
say
hard, son, because but I don't mean to cut you off. You gotta see them people, son. Like Carver, like all right, a Carver didn't see Carver didn't see Walker or Carr, right? right?
No, I thought
They
Carver
fucked
was
up for a
seeing
little
Carr, and then
while.
that's when Craigmont jumped in.
That
Yeah,
little shit with
that
Craig
was
Mott,
nothing.
that don't count. You see what I'm saying? So they didn't even see Carr.
Yeah,
So Walker only see Carr, and they dealt with what them people name from out of town.
Craigmont.
Craigmont.
Not Craig Mott, the other one in Memphis.
Hunter's Lane.
Hunter's Lane.
Not Hunter's Lane, but Kelly Christian them at.
Oh, Whitehaven. Oh, they dealt with Whitehaven. Oh, they dealt with
Exactly.
Whitehaven.
So that's why
Yeah.
it's a toss up for me because people only blaming it on the
Bro,
Abe and
you
Carver
realize
battle.
that you didn't put Edna Cole in your top 3 bands?
I just told you why though.
Yeah.
Cause they only seen Landry Walker technically. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even see Carver. Now I want to see that. That's what I want to see. Another thing is too, I felt like I watched Carver band the season before that. I personally think Carver grew, but they sound good the season before that. Go look at I could put together a highlight tape if you really want me to do it. Go listen to Carver when they battled Walker after Walker got finished battling St. Albans. They sound the same. Good is what I'm saying. So
You
it's
talking
hard for
about
me.
from the last preseason?
Go ahead, Rock. Go ahead, Rock. What's your top 3?
Shoot. Well, Carver is definitely in there. Carver and John Everett are in there.
Okay.
Now,
John Everett.
It sounds good.
Some people sound good, damn good.
Okay, let me pause right here because this is a debate that I have with all the people when they talk about
'cause-
schools like Helen Cox and John Everett. Yes, they do sound good. They probably some of the best sounding schools in New Orleans.
Ain't
But
no
that's
problem.
not,
They are.
they
If you talk
listen.
about sound.
But when you talk about marching band and what we at
Now
with
we
these
talking about
ranking
just
things,
smashing
they have
somebody.
to
Then
do.
I
It
mean,
is about a both. I'm not. It's about both, man. You can't. You know. I
yeah, I
love
mean,
John
yeah,
Everett.
you gotta have you gonna eat a yeah. I mean, I
You
understand that,
gotta have both. You feel what I'm saying?
but
People be like, man, Helen Cox and John Everett 1 and 2. Get the hell out of here. Get
I'm
out of here.
gonna say this.
If that's the case, well, one raised the argument. I ain't gonna say who it is. Carver sound good, not to take nothing from them, but I do feel as though like all them old school faithful songs in New Orleans that they played them, the traditionals, they got them cool points. You know what I'm saying? And all the old band, they played this. I don't hear.
Right.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And to Johnny credit, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to give it to Johnny because they don't like Johnny. Because they don't like
Yeah.
Johnny. You know what
No,
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying Avery's in my okay.
You
So
ain't
you
said third
say
one. You did not say third one.
Yeah, I know. I've been
you
waiting
say
to say
Abe, Everett, and Culver.
yeah, but
You,
Abe and Cole was kind of like almost a tie for me as far as in third. But
All right.
because Cole, I
Let
guess
me
Cole disappointed me with the bit. I was really expecting Cole to really smash something with because the small bands was always aggressive and
you
clean,
see
and I
next
guess that
time
big
when we
band
go,
kind of disappointed me.
I'm gonna have visuals. Cause I need this to drop like ESPN. We about to start something called Mike's Top Picks. You feel what I'm saying? At 3, I got a tie. I ain't gonna lie, I got a tie. I got it between Abe and Landry Walker. I got a tie.
who
I
the
got a
two
tie.
is? Who two? Who
I
number
got
2 is?
2, Culver,
And who number 1?
He about to
Edna
put Cole.
Cole.
Yeah, he about to put
Ain't
Cole.
nobody sounded as good as them people marching
No,
up the street, dog.
Oh, this nigga.
Oh
why
Now
them,
you,
man,
them damn 20
I'm
million
talking about
trombones they had
that's
coming
why
up?
he's saying it.
I'm
Yeah, them
talking
20
about
million trombones coming up
when
there.
Cole marching up the street, man. You was
All
like,
you heard
man,
was
like
trombones.
that's a band. That's what
Hey,
band's
ooh,
supposed to sound
listen,
like.
this is a statement right here. Brandon Kelly, I could talk about that too. Y'all sleep on Carver 07 when Lines is there. I know somebody that bring up an argument. Carver sound just as good when Lines was there as they do now, and I personally kind of could agree with it. When
Yeah, I can see
07,
that.
but I just feel like since French are Carver native, they support French more than they support Lines. You know what I'm saying? When Lines was there, that's just my personal
You gotta
opinion on it.
understand, Mr. Jackson, Mr. Lonzy Jackson is an excellent band director.
Was
Like,
Lonzy ever over for shit? Did he
I
ever?
don't think so. I don't think
Like,
so.
from the way they
But
sounded, I don't think so. But I was just
look,
asking.
all right. Look, number 3. Look, Walt with me. Number 3, Abe Landry Walker.
And he better not put that band on this list if he got them at 3 when they smash.
No, 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 no.
Who
We
number
not
2
on. We are
is?
not in the top.
So no, who number 2 is?
Who? Drop y'all top 3. Drop y'all top 3 in the comments, and we gonna talk about each of y'all top 3. Put them in order too. Don't just give me 3 names. Put them in order. I'm telling you, Carl was the number 1 band. Carl, if Carl would have stepped to Carl would have smashed them people.
Mike, did you watch Walker? Did you watch Legend Walker versus Carl?
Yeah, that's
All
what.
right.
Yes,
Did you watch it? So who's the winner of that?
Carl.
Yeah, Carl sounded
I
Carl.
think Carl
Both
was
of
the
them
most
sounded bad.
entertaining
Carl
races.
sounded better. He sounded
I
better.
think the problem with
But
people
I
with
watch
Carl,
what his name is, Baldhead, Brandon. No, what his name is from Carl. Jack State, Drumridge. What his name?
Quincy.
Come on, Quincy.
No, Baldhead nigga, man.
Oh,
Jared
Jared.
Rose,
I
Uncle
Okay.
watch
Jared.
I watch Jared Groves and Walt. I'm calling y'all. I watch y'all mouth. I watch y'all reaction when they were watching that battle. Y'all boy were very disappointed. Y'all were disappointed. They were like the superheroes died. I'm
Son,
calling y'all. I'm calling y'all.
listen.
But
I feel like people didn't like Cole Band because they weren't as loud as they were supposed to. Like,
And
as
that's it.
the
They
look,
disappointed me. I ain't even
the
gonna lie to
look.
you.
You see what I'm, and you see what, but you can't do that. You can't
Yeah,
do that. You
but
have
they
to
didn't
go
sound
with
that
the
good at that
sound that
battle,
they have.
anyways.
And the
They
sound
sounded
that
better
they
against
had,
Craig, man.
nobody had a better sound than them people.
you know what I understood about Carter and people you can't say this in a battle. I understood how young Carl Band was. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with some
Young
kids in that
Cole,
damn band. No,
Young Cole had it on their
no,
mind. They
I'm
we
listen.
gonna
I'm
be on the map.
Carr had a lot of young kids in that band, but you can't say that because it's 30 million of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I know Carl young, but nobody else gonna make this as an excuse. Them kids was young. I wish this season that is missed would have came because Carl would have been smashing their ass off. Carl would have had the gauntlet, boy. Carr,
Cole Walker,
Okay, Cole.
Walker wasn't number two.
you,
Walker was wait,
I think they was number one, honestly.
Walker,
Who
No.
smashed them? Name somebody who smashed them. Name.
bro.
All right
Me
then.
and you both. Me and you both was at what was that? Femme Fatale when Walker played. When Big Rollins was like, man, ain't nobody out here. We about to play.
Ain't nobody show up. Ain't
Right.
nobody show up. And your
Man,
school,
what that stuff ain't that? Come on, what they played,
you
man?
matter of fact,
Like, it was cool.
I got one thing. You find me a clip that's better than that clip from last Mardi Gras. You find me one.
From the Femme
I can find you
Fatale,
a clip of Paul watching that sound better than any clip that you pull up from
You
that year.
find me that one clip that's better than that one clip. I'll wait.
And a lot of things, and people gonna say I can't do this. And sometimes I be like, man,
You can do
you
what you
play
want
with
to
the
do.
chords that you dealt,
Cause
but Carver did play a lot of easy music, yo. Carver played some easy music. Like it
exactly.
was like
And since it's that old school New Orleans faithful stuff, they get caught for all them points. And I'm not taking away from cover because people are like, yeah, he ain't see
what they
this.
say,
I'm saying
two beautiful
they
girls.
sound good, man. Because that was
It
that was
sounds
different.
good. Like I
what's
can't
funny?
take it away,
You
but
know what's funny? How we talking about like how we saying Cole played easy music. Back in the day, those traditionals that we saying now, they would have considered smash songs back in the day. But
That's
then
some
I guess
bullshit.
as music evolved, now all of a sudden they just easy songs.
An argument
I
that
don't know.
you gotta get under your fingertips is that people be like, even with college bands, they be like, this band didn't mess up. They executed right, but this band played a harder song, but they messed up. I don't want to hear easy music. I do not. If we gonna, I don't want to hear easy music. I do not. So my point. I feel like you, Mike. I feel like a
Right.
lot of that
He
stuff
wrote
was
for his band. He gave what they could
right,
handle.
and that's why I say I understand if you be like, man, he gave his. I understand that, but when you talk about these top echelon of bands, like Carl plays something against Craig, man, with some groove to it, and I'm like, yeah, like that's some top tier stuff. Like you bring that to like a real battle with these out of town folk. Like I ain't hear Carl like I ain't hear Carl play nothing like that. Like like I don't know. They played that second line song and it was like three notes. And everybody was going crazy. It was like three notes. Like, not trying to.
yeah,
Which
man.
airport you in right now?
I'm in Atlanta. I'm about to fly back to New Orleans right now. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. But I got some. I guess I'm come back with. I got some big announcements I gotta make. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of cool stuff coming. But yeah, this is a good topic. I really appreciate this younger generation show because it's definitely needed. Because they be tripping on the other shows sometimes.
You can
Yeah,
have
man. That'd be crazy. But what I was about to say? Something I was about to say. But yeah,
a.
last parade season was nice. I definitely can't wait to see what's going on this upcoming season because like I said, I just feel like it's scaring me, man. I feel like man dying, dog.
Me too, dog. And I've been saying that since high school. I
I mean,
always see Wayne
I
as a
don't know. Yeah,
dying sport.
I don't know because I guess it's more of a like, especially on the college level, it's more of the aggressive band culture is not. It's more like kids are they're coming in more
Man.
technical. But aggression wise, it's like what the fuck? What are y'all
Well,
doing?
I'm out of town every week, and people be like, "Y'all in New Orleans got the band culture on lock. Is this, that, and the third, and the third?" In the back of my head, so y'all don't understand what's going on in the city right now.
Yeah,
Like, I
but
commend
and y'all don't understand. It could be a million times better.
It could. So
Man.
shots out to Kenan and Trey for having that battle of the bands with them kids the other day.
Right.
They
That's
did
another. That's
Yeah,
another
I thought it got
thing.
canceled with the weather, or did they have some on
they
the inside?
they had it, but between them two, just to get them kids the experience. That's dope
Oh
right there,
yeah,
man.
Nobody recorded it.
They say I was out of town. They say Band Life recorded it, but I don't know.
yeah. That's why
Man,
I was gonna go, but then they said it was canceled.
Nah, yeah, man. So I don't know, bro. But I'm about to get on this plane, man. I appreciate y'all letting me come on y'all
Safe
show. I'll be
travels,
back.
bro.
all right,
Bet.
all right. Y'all, we got another guest coming on too, y'all. We got Itchy coming on. We got Quentin.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know that's it's probably worse in other places, but New Orleans, like we were literally doing a lot with a little, like and that's been like that for a while.
I mean, like I said,
Even before Katrina, that's been like that for a while.
that last parade season, I'll stand 10 toes on this. I don't feel like there was no band out there that sounded better than Call, that played better music than Call, that had the balance that Call had. Like them people, like y'all could talk about power all y'all want to. Them people sounded good, man. Them people sounded good, and I don't know who thought like, and I always tell people this. I don't know who. I tell Burger this all the time. I don't know who always think that Craig might be called because
Yeah,
Craig might sounded like a piece of
Craig
them.
might sounded like they was just fuck it, we just gonna do whatever.
Like Craig might that tuba player. Oh my god,
Oh
it was
man,
terrible.
every time too, he was getting up every time on the wrong note.
Band ain't dying, bro. COVID hit hard in the city. I'm talking about before that.
But yeah, them trombone. Yeah,
I'm talking
I
about
think it
really
was
before that.
and we always knew Cole had some nice trombone sections, but this last one with the big section, it was like okay,
The when I
that
knew Coach
shit,
Trombone section was gonna be serious is when I heard them play
shit that Happy
Happy
Birthday they
Birthday.
played for that Christmas thing. I
They
was
played
like,
Happy Birthday for
okay,
MLK, and I'm like,
yeah, yeah, what, yeah.
I'm like, oh,
ooh,
they bit it just right, slid off, and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah. I
well,
don't know who over there, but they need. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
Drop y'all top threes though. I feel like Carver was a good band.
She really
Yeah,
y'all could
drop
drop the
y'all
top
top threes
five.
for
If y'all want to
2020.
be honest.
What you said?
They could really drop the top five. If they want to be honest, if you got a tie or
I mean,
anything
the
like
top
that.
five really not nothing. I mean, if you're not in the top three, you're really not. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like, you who are you? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, what they gonna see 3-5? St. Aug was probably out of the top five. St. Aug was terrible.
Yeah, and
Like
we
they was
ain't never
completely
been out of the
garbage.
top three. We was out of the top five. Like that shit was horrible. I
Man,
don't, man. I'm really, man.
we gonna get
But
on. We gonna get
you
Mr.
know,
Herrera on one of these
it
shows,
is what it
man.
is.
I wanted to get him on today, but he got some kids auditioning tonight, so we couldn't get him on. We gonna get him on one of these shows today. Not today. Later down the line. You feel what I'm saying? Because I need to know what's going on with them bones. Them bones singing. You feel what I'm saying? I will be back this summer putting in work. Yeah. Gonna laugh, but I'm not gonna speak on cuss situation. Who might keep 3-5 out of this? Dog, I ain't got no words. You got some words for 3-5? You got some
Man,
words for 3-5, dog?
nah, I ain't got no words for 3-5.
Wait,
I ain't got no words for 3-5.
I heard they changing the name of 3-5. Is that true?
I mean, they still because all John McDonald's they changing all or they fighting to change it. But if they change 3-5 name, that's a whole bunch of history that's wiped out and legacy that's
Brandon,
wiped out.
who they
So
changed the
to
3-5
be
name?
honest,
You
I
got
mean
the first fight
they can
coming
keep
through.
3-5 name. I don't know everybody else. You might as well change, but
Tread lightly. Robin about to cancel the show.
that's
Robin
why
about to
that's why I
log
said
in
that.
the
You
broadcast. Let me.
said tread lightly. That's why I'm not saying
Shoot.
nothing.
I feel like 3-5 got potential. They children just man. Though you gotta be
He said
somebody to send
he
your
said
child to
just because you think
3-5.
it's something,
Though.
man. What?
Just you
Yeah,
doing
if they
a
could just call it 3-5, I mean, nobody says McDonald 35. We just say 3-5. I mean,
I got words. They trash Ben. You heard that? You heard from
that's
Dolan. You
coming
feel
from
me?
Reed, ain't it?
Yeah.
Dolan went to
I
Reed, huh?
got. We in the process of voting on it. I mean, what y'all gonna change it to? Yep. Matter of fact,
They might actually put the I on Ron
yeah,
Eagles.
they might be the Iron
3-5
Eagles.
Iron
That's
Eagles.
true.
They might actually put the I on there.
Inspire Nola
Nola
3-5. Yeah,
35.
that's fine. That's fine. We're in the process of moving on it. But okay, another thing that we was talking about, y'all, drop y'all wins for the Alcorn versus Texas Southern. Like I'm gonna say it
Yeah,
again.
drop
I don't
that
feel
too.
like Texas Southern had a chance. I don't feel like they won a round. And so, not even to pull on Texas Southern, because some of the Alcorn student arrangements, I think like some of the ones that Drew wrote, I didn't like that much. Like he wrote the song that Saint Aug played.
So
I
that begging, yeah. When I heard it, I was like when I heard the intro, I was like, I know what this is, and then
didn't like that at all. I didn't like it at
it
all.
was. I don't know. It was straight, but I mean, I just always have our arrangement in my head.
And
And
maybe that's why.
that shit was smashing. I love playing that shit.
Yeah, and Alcorn by 1,000. Alcorn
Yeah, it
beat them
was.
every single round, and it was really bad.
But like when they were supposed to be playing ballads, I was just sitting there. I was like, so Texas Southern, when y'all gonna play y'all ballad? Like I was waiting on it, and I
So,
don't know. I don't know. Maybe they tried it. I don't know. Maybe
who you got? So who the top college bands right now?
wait right
What's your
now.
top three?
Southern Jackson Alcorn.
Southern Jackson Alcorn. All right, y'all. We about to put our next guest on here. We got the man, the myth, the legend. We got the sports
Whoa, nah.
analyst. We got Mr. ESPN himself.
Whoa, what's
We
up?
got trombone
T-Bone Hoodie.
extraordinaire, Mr. Alabama State. We got
Man,
Itchy 504 on the block. You feel what I'm saying? Let's
Yes,
just do
sir.
this.
righteous. What's
2600.
good?
Yes, sir.
What's poppin' with you?
What's going on, man?
Coolin', bro.
I'm
To
cool.
start this first topic, because we already talking about it. How you watched that Alcorn versus Texas Southern? What you thought about that?
Man, I made a post about that last week. I feel like Alcorn kind of manhandled TSU. Like I ain't never seen TSU get handled like that.
Oh,
By
I
No,
forgot
Alcorn.
something in your intro. I forgot something in your intro. The bandit cable Itchy. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
Get bandit
Let,
cable. All
let
right.
everybody know. You heard me? So look, $30 a month, we got you lit. 9,000, all that good shit. You hear me? Like
Oh, and check out the Man
ESPN, like fucking
podcast too.
HBO, all that. What you saying, Rod?
I'm saying check out your podcast
Yeah,
too.
check out my sports podcast too. I mean,
Yeah, hey,
I'm the plug, man. I
that
do a
Julian
little,
Edelman conversation. I was joking.
I
I was
do a
really
little bit of
like,
it
bro.
all. I do a little bit of everything. So yeah.
Because I guess I don't. To me, I think I guess they was trying to make him another Wes Welker.
All right.
But
You think so?
All right. We could
it
talk about
wasn't
that
working.
Yeah,
later.
we gonna.
Jules
Oh
to
yeah,
the
you are a
Hall
Patriots
of
fan. I
Fame.
fucking hear.
Yeah. Alcorn versus Texas Southern, Itchy.
Yeah, dog, I feel like Alcorn kind of manhandled them people. Like me personally, I feel like Texas Southern kind of like in the middle of a identity crisis. I don't know what they got going on. Like they don't sound bad, but to me they kind of like trying to find like redefine themselves. And I don't want to say it's not going too well. Because again, I ain't saying they sound bad, but in the midst of whatever they got going on, like people just punching on them like they fool right now.
Yeah.
So
Like
it's like your
I
brother,
don't know if
dude
you.
name is Chris Great. Like I know he over there right now, and he might be trying to like get like this little kind of slick side MEAC thing going, and that's cool and all. But why you trying to figure that out? Like
Yes, sir.
I can
B
curse on
Kelly,
it, huh?
hello B.
I'm not gonna cut no corners, and people be want to smack me and kill me and everything in the street. Texas Southern is terrible. They like you're going through identity
That's how
crisis.
you, yeah,
The arrangements are all over the place. You don't know who that band
definitely,
sound like tomorrow.
definitely.
That band sound like something today. It's gonna sound like something totally different tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah,
That band is terrible. Alcorn
facts.
smashed them. I don't think they won around. And if
Me
they
neither.
went around, like how in battle rap, they'd be like 2-1. No, it ain't no goddamn.
No.
Yeah, it was 3-0. Yeah, it was 3.
But
Yeah,
2-1.
it was.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, you talking about it was
yeah.
just the song selection. I don't know, bro. It was just the sound. Like it was like, and even without COVID, I'm talking about even pre-COVID TSU. It's just like trombones ain't smacking like they used to. Like
Even the
mellows.
tubas, like the tubas
Yeah,
not bad,
tubas
but
kind of been filling off the last couple of years. They mellows hit or miss. Trumpets just wherever.
one thing I will say, they baritons and UFO is still consistent. That's about it, though.
But they gotta start. They gotta start.
That's
Putting
UFO
them,
City over there.
they gotta start putting them down in the staff.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because
yeah.
eventually all that high going. Eventually you gonna fall off flat.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Texas. Oh, let me put it up there. Texas Southern just like balance. It was
Yeah,
you.
and that's what they've been lacking for years now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
again, I ain't never seen TSU get like manhandled the way they did by Alcorn like that. That shit really surprised me. Like
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like
was like
I
taken
said,
aback by that.
Elkhorn surprised me. I guess because of how bad it was.
To their
Right.
defense, they don't have a band director. What type
But
of?
the ball, but I mean, he might not have the official title, but
I'm
I mean,
pretty
you can say
sure.
for the better part of the past 2 years,
I'm
And
pretty
whoever
he
sure
pretty
he
much
was
been
and
doing his
okay,
responsible.
job.
you don't have a head. Your
I'm
assistants is the
talking
one
to
that's making
Justin.
that's
Yeah,
writing the music,
Justin
and
was
they
saying like
control how it's
when
supposed
he
to
band
how it
director,
sound.
but
All
that
calling like
like
across like
I
a
mean, he might
wrestler
not
with
be
a steel
official,
chair.
but he the dude over there right now. So, for lack of a better term, like he that nigga over there right now. Like that's his band. So that's
And
that's
again,
like his
arrangers are the
fingerprint on
ones
that
that's
band.
gonna
So
practice
that's
the
him.
band and
You
see
know,
how
a
it's
thing,
executed.
a thing that I feel like is falling off, and it's hard for me to say this because I arrange music sometimes, and I get that we want our product to be shown. I really understand that. I feel like student arrangements are taking a toll on some of these HBCU bands.
Definitely,
I feel
definitely.
So,
like
like the lack of them,
the the
No, it's
the,
like
just
what it's doing.
oversaturation of them.
the
I think
excess of it.
you got
I
an
feel like
oversaturation. Yeah,
you're on staff, write music. Not Justin can't. Justin, we kicked you off the show.
Right.
Hey, no, real spill though. I need to say that too because that was something weird for me witnessing. Like even last fall, in the fall when I recorded them, it was on some like we don't know, like a chain of commands type thing. Like it didn't even come from whoever you think in charge. You know what I'm saying? And even pulling this off, I had to go through administration. Administration had to wait a couple weeks to get it approved. And they really don't have like at the moment. I know they're going through a band director change. I'm on a plane, y'all. A band director change right now, but it's a lot. So I was impressed that they could even pull something like that off. Yeah, it
Yeah.
may sound like the assistant should step up, but like the assistants, I ain't gonna say kind of walking on ice, but like I
But I
don't
mean,
say it
but
without
even
saying it.
even with that, even
so
with all that, the assistants they the ones that controlling the execution of the sound. They practicing every day in the
I
band
feel
room.
you,
yeah,
yeah,
I
son,
was
but
gonna ask you that. So
it's really on some like it's on some like if I want I don't know I
I
don't want
guess
to say
whoever on the podium,
it's
it is,
hard it's hard for everybody because it's like
yeah, it is
even
what it is.
the new dude who over there the chubby dude I don't know his name you know what I'm saying he new to the system and like I
Yeah, I
thought
ain't
he
never seen
was
it
like the
before.
new headband director and come to find out he ain't even like set in stone you know what I'm saying so like I think the school approved it just to give the kids something exposure and to like you know what I'm saying to get them something to do and
Man,
with
free
that
gift. Don't get back on stage. Free gift.
yeah, I feel the same way. But yeah, man, it was weird though.
Free
I
Hamer.
think people need to
Hamer would have had
Yes,
him right. Free Hamer.
free that man.
yeah, what you
Yeah,
talking about,
man.
facts.
Jerron?
Free Nate,
Yeah, son. You don't have to say that poor
Nate
guy.
dog.
But
Jay
yeah, man.
Spitter really on the plane with it.
Yeah,
I know y'all noticed that. He really
that
on the
man stay
plane with
Oh
it.
yeah,
that man
everybody
stay
on board in
fighting. You
this
hear
bit.
me?
Oh yeah, it's
Them
going
boys stay
down.
fighting.
Hard work and dedication, man. Hard work
You
and
know,
dedication.
if y'all didn't hear him, let him make his announcement again. What's that battle of the bands you got coming up?
It's gonna be that's from man from. It's gonna be Kentucky State versus Mississippi Valley versus Langston.
Itchy, I told him he might
Ooh,
as well invite Sophie be right, huh?
no, no. Leave them people at home, little
Full
brother.
shit too.
Might as
Leave
well
them,
bring forward shit
leave
with
them
you.
people where they at. Sophie be right. Leave, leave Sophie be wrong. Knows where they at. Please,
So
Full
people
I
term
mean,
wrong
he
wrong.
bringing
notes.
Valley. He bringing
huh?
Valley.
Man, look, Valley on the come
No,
up, man.
man.
Valley on the Valley. Hey, Valley
You would
got
have did
some.
better. You would have did better. Calling Pine Bluff.
Nah, I actually
Would have sweat.
they have Palm Bluff, but they might go to Swag Championship, so they got a lot of stuff they going over there.
Brian Simmons is the goat of arranging. Argue with your
He the
moan.
go to what?
Arranging.
Arranging.
Yeah, he is, bro. And to piggyback on what I was saying earlier about the oversaturation of student arrangers, I wouldn't say it's really Brian's fault, but I think with so much all the success that Brian Simmons had early in his career, I think everybody's trying to mimic that now. I
It,
Everybody
think
trying to
everybody's trying to find
recreate it.
that
itchy,
likeness of
itchy, itchy.
style
Everybody trying to
the same way
recreate
he
it.
caught it way
Itchy.
back when.
I got one better for you. I got a real question. I haven't
So like
seen
now,
a.
I
I
feel
haven't.
like everybody need more trying to do the same thing that he did back then.
But I mean, even I mean, they had student arrangers even back in the day. But yeah, Brian really put it on another level as
Y'all
far
can hear
as
me?
I guess
Yeah, bro.
the
Say what you got to
exposure
say,
of
huh?
it.
I haven't seen like I think it's not enough student range. I haven't seen nobody
No,
on the
That's what I
podium.
said.
No,
no,
respect. I haven't seen
no.
nobody a student on the podium. It's all right. Let's say since I've been recording since like 17. The only student I seen on the podium, and correct me like if you seen somebody, the dude at Miles, I seen him on the podium who wrote a story to tell, and I can't even tell you another one
I
besides
see
Drew.
the dude that Miles, the dude that Alcon from Baton Rouge
Okay.
that played T drum.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Um,
Drew
Drew
over
being
there.
an
and then
Elkhorn
Drew, he was
and
at
That
TSU.
TSU, but he at
that's the only
Alcon
Southern
now.
scene,
Yeah,
like all their music written by kids.
Yeah,
so my thing
everybody was
is
trying something, huh?
name another person who name some other student. Right? I think it's not enough students.
We have a lot at Jackson State.
I'm about
You
to say
gotta
Yeah,
like,
understand
yeah,
that
I'm about to say
before
I hear at
before
Jackson
Kevin
State,
he
Johnson
means as
got
they
far
there,
as
have
directing it
they
in
have other
public.
before
That's
Kevin
I think
Johnson
that's
got
better.
I
there, a
mean,
lot
I
of those
mean,
arrangements were
at
student
Jackson
arrangements.
State, you might not see him on the podium during the game,
Cause
I need
yeah,
to
we
see.
don't
I
do
but
need
that.
to.
the shit they play, a
Free
lot of
D
students
though,
arrange
that
that
was my
shit.
section leader wrote Free D though.
Yeah,
I need to see him on the podium. Sorry,
Paper over here, counting, no sleep, all that's student arrangement.
man. But I'm talking about
Counting
students
is a
getting their
student
shine,
arrangement.
man. I'm talking about like Brian. He was in front of the band. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that's what he.
that. I mean, I
We
want to see
understand.
you get
Yeah.
your shine. You know what I'm saying? All right, Mike. Am I? Is it me or am I just happy to get my music played, or do I want the full experience? I want the full experience. I don't want you to play
No,
my shit,
no.
everybody ain't the
man.
same though. That's
When you're an arranger,
everybody don't care about the spotlight.
Man,
you
Everybody
really
don't care
happy to
about the
get your music
spotlight though.
played
man,
because
no.
they you gotta
What
understand these
up?
band directors give us a lot of music, dog. All three of these people can tell you, you get a lot of music.
Hell yeah.
So
I feel you.
for them to take,
Your student
your
arrangement and
arrangement and
Right.
play
put it
it,
in the cycle.
put it in a cycle,
Yeah.
like that
It's
don't
I'm
like
telling you.
you getting your debut on a radio station back
like
in the day.
so anything other than that
Actually,
is a
so
plus. Because
I
first of
feel
all,
no. I feel you. I
you
feel you,
gotta
bro.
teach it. And
Man,
they can tell
listen.
you at Jackson State they give student arrangements 10 minutes.
Man, listen. Let me tell
You get
you.
about 10 minutes.
Man, let
And
me
if
tell
it
you,
ain't
bro.
ready, you could we gotta
Yes.
roll, man.
So you saying that though? Listen, I get it. I get it. No, but because I seen it. So I seen it at Southern. I hate to see Southern. We seen Brian on the podium. Yes or no? Yes or no?
yes,
Yeah.
All
yes.
right.
Yeah,
So you mean to tell me
yeah.
if
Yeah.
somebody get on and Southern is held at the highest theme? You know what I'm saying? If a student can get on Southern podium, why they can't get on nobody else's podium?
Well, I think at FAMU they
Man,
Because
they
I,
have
different
too.
schools have different structures. Like different certain bands when they wear a
This
certain
let
way.
me tell you,
So
this is what I'm talking about right here. Is
man.
this is the problem with student arrangements. This is the problem with student arrangements. They write how they want to write. They
Yeah,
don't write
Kenny passed
with
out
the
some stuff.
school's identity. You see what I'm saying? So that's why at
Man.
Texas Southern, every round sounds like a different school playing. Cause
Hold
you
on.
don't
One bad thing about student arrangements is identity. Some do well, but some mimic. Man, listen, bro. This damn
Yeah, that
plane.
hey, Bell, hey, you ain't lying.
yeah, I heard Kenny
That dude
pass
was
out a
nice.
song at Southern. I
I
heard
heard.
it.
My crab, yeah, he had something for Bayou Classic. Boy, that bitch is nice. It just ain't go out the band room.
But
Ian Leader.
and that's
I
all I'm
heard it.
saying about student arrangements,
Yeah,
man.
you did hit
It's
you was
great.
nice.
I get it. I
Ooh,
arrange
boy.
music. Like, I want everything, when we write stuff, we want it to be played. But when
Mike.
it's like
Mike. Mike.
you gotta have an
That's
identity
like
also.
it.
You
Like it.
feel what
Like
I'm
it. Like.
saying?
Man, listen. Fuck identity. If the band director approve you to write your song, I mean to play your song, it was some type of identity in it. It's like back in the day when the damn black people used to fucking make songs and shit, and they sell them to the record company. You got the Beatles fucking singing them. I don't hear that shit. I want nigga. I think that they good enough to be
but
played.
Justin, that's part
I
of the
think
problem though. That's part of the
what?
problem.
What's the problem?
Like that's part of the like you say if a band director approve your shit, to me, like if a band director just approve anything, it might not fit. Like just because I can write a song, that don't mean it fit the structure
Right.
of that
Like you
particular
gotta
band.
Right.
understand.
No. What I mean,
People meet with Kevin Johnson all
what
week, every week.
what I
He
mean
will
by
like your song. He
what
will
I
tell
mean
you
by
this song is great. But that don't mean you passing a song out. You feel what I'm saying?
no. What
Yeah,
I
It
mean.
might not meet that might not meet the mold for that week. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
No,
So
right,
man, listen.
right.
No. What I mean by approving something, I mean by if the band playing your shit, I feel like you
Oh well,
could be
yeah.
up. You should be up there directing it. What's wrong with that? Am I
I
right?
agree. I agree.
Ain't
I'm
No,
not
but
ain't
saying
that's
that.
nothing
that's
wrong
like
with
that's
no.
like that's like if you playing your shit and you practicing, but the band to ask you, okay, how you want this? How you want this? Like what?
Cause
Let me
then,
just get out there and
cause,
direct it for all
cause,
that.
cause then, and fuck the identity crisis. Like I feel like most dudes
But
well, and then I
I feel
heard
like that's
students
what's
and
wrong.
rangers.
They
I
have an
feel like
identity crisis because they got a million arrangements,
I
but
feel like
and
most
but
dudes who
then
you're
each
right.
song sound
you might get students. My bad for cutting your love, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
good.
you might get students that get caught up in, oh, I want to write a song just to be in front of the band. Like they're doing it for the wrong
No, man,
reason.
no.
So
If it's
it's
good, I don't
like
care what your reason is.
it do matter. Cause look, just for example, I'm gonna just use me for example. I don't write music, but I might be on YouTube one night for like 9 hours straight and see a bunch of niggas is writing songs, and I might say, man, fuck that. That shit look funny. I want to write a song, and nigga let me write just anything, and the shit sound like trash, but I'm up there
Like
directing
some Alabama State shit.
the
Yeah, we
I wrote
understand.
it.
Man,
So it's
no,
like
man.
you gotta like kind of weed out
It's
like
just it's the same thing.
who really
It's
want
not
to do
even
it
in
as
that big
opposed to
scale.
niggas
It's the
who really
same thing
want to
within
band.
sections. Like you know how many people
Yeah,
write
fanfare.
fanfares for
Niggas
Jackson
write
State?
fanfares, but
You
when
know how
you
many
really,
people?
you
Man, we
really
not
directing that
playing it.
hoe,
Like you know,
That's different, bro.
it's a certain style that
That's
we
different.
play with. You feel what I'm
Man,
saying?
listen,
Yeah,
listen, listen. Fuck the style. If the band director
you
approves for the
can't say
band to
that for
play,
certain bands
no,
though. You
listen,
can't
listen,
say
listen,
that.
listen, listen, listen. What I'm saying, I mean, like, if the band playing your song, simple.
hmm
If the band playing your song, you should direct your song. For
Yeah,
example,
we
son,
not
listen, listen,
arguing that. We
listen,
not
listen, listen,
arguing
listen.
that,
And that's
Justin.
all I'm saying. I
We
feel
not
like
arguing that, Justin. Justin,
everybody
we
talking
think
about Brian. Listen,
we
everybody talking about, huh?
we not arguing that. We all agree with you. Yes, conduct. I feel like you should be able to conduct your song. I doesn't. We know. I'm talking about
I
the
feel like
over.
I feel like if your heart and your mind in the right place, then yeah. But if there's like any kind of question as opposed to like your intentions or your motivations, then
It's like the
no.
people at All Star. Everybody won't get in
Exactly.
front of
I
All
was just
Star.
gonna say that.
No,
I
no,
was
no,
Everybody
just gonna
won't
no.
get
say
in front
that.
of All Star.
Like
Man,
you might
listen.
write a song for All Star Band. That don't mean you can write the same song for
for a
particular
regular
college
college
band.
band. Yeah,
Let me stop you right there. Let me something. I watched when that boy Jared passed that song off for us. You know, New Orleans, the hardest people in the fucking world to please.
you talking
He
about
Jared,
uh,
whatever the song was, he convinced us. You know what I'm saying? He convinced us
and I know
Nah,
not
I just
exactly
to.
what
like
song
a
you talking
Jermone.
about.
Bang,
Yeah,
bang, bang, bang,
yeah. He convinced us.
bang.
And
I just like that. You feel what I'm saying?
we'll
That
be a
was
we'll be a fool not to let him pass out another song this year. You know what I'm saying? Because he
Yeah,
convinced you. So all still a little different, bro. But I do feel
like
like
New Orleans niggas really like niggas was really hazing Jared on some shit,
it
and they
was.
really niggas really just had to help him. I mean, like it happened. It happened to Heyman when he got the Southern. Then
This
you
ain't
know niggas
Southern,
be
man.
niggas.
Fuck. This ain't Southern. This is all star. But nevertheless,
Taylor, I mean,
to
it
close
happened
my
to
point,
Taylor.
I feel like
Damn sure happened to Ty.
student arrangers. If that ain't the biggest motivation to be a band director, bro, I don't know what it is.
It
I don't know
shouldn't
what it
be,
is.
but
What?
to be a
It shouldn't
student,
be.
right? I
I'm
mean,
saying like to keep going and to follow your dream, man.
yeah, like that's definitely motivation. But yeah, I feel that.
I feel
I
like
thought you.
student rangers have a place on certain levels. I feel like it's certain times it's over accessible because it will ruin a college band style, just like we seen with Texas Southern. And Alcorn is also like that.
No, son. No, son.
Alcorn
No, son.
sound different.
Yeah, murder on my
Alcorn
mama.
sound
No.
different
To
depending on
Alcorn
who's in front of
defense.
that band.
To Alcorn
Talladega
defense.
sounds different. When those
Definitely,
kids
yeah.
was in the band, Talladega
Talladega, a
sounded
prime
different
example.
No,
every
son.
time a student was in front of the
Talladega
band.
is a prime example.
No,
Like you,
no,
somebody
son.
said TSU earlier, but Talladega, like just from this past weekend, Talladega played like 4 different songs that got recorded, and they sounded like 4 different bands. And
Like that red
Yeah,
eye,
but
that didn't
listening
sound
to
like
Throw
that.
Baby
That
and
yeah,
didn't
listening to
sound
Red
like
Eye, I was
Talladega.
like, that's
that
not.
throw baby, and that red eye
Throw it
Yeah,
away.
sounded like two
Two
like
totally
different
different
things.
bands.
yeah.
Throw baby away.
But and like, and why are
Keep
these high school rangers not teach
The
like
dog gonna
giving
swallow
us
that
stuff to
hoe.
these high schools? I feel like that's what's important. Like like
Yeah,
high
like yeah,
school.
if student range, if you gonna range in high school, don't just rap. Don't write like a college. Write with the strength for your
man,
band.
listen,
Like
man.
that. I mean, that's just
See,
arranging in general.
y'all wrong. High school rangers right. I don't care who you right like. This some new stuff. We played
They-
PlayStation. These niggas on fucking on music school and shit. Come on, man. It's different. Like
yeah,
let them dudes write whatever they want
like
while they
the thing
find
they
out
had
different
with like
things.
Raheem and Dante and all them. They had them like a little high school arranging. Which when Simmons was on there, Simmons, I think. Just put it. Was that your
Yeah, that was mine. That was mine.
Yeah, like I was sitting, I was like, that is like, but a lot of college niggas shit. Like this
Exactly, they
shit
did
is
different, son. But my thing is, son, I don't care. I don't feel like it's oversaturated. I feel like I like what
it's
everything going on there.
undersaturated.
And you said undersaturated or
No,
oversaturated?
I'm saying you say you don't feel like it's over. That you feel like it's
I feel
undersaturated.
like I feel like overall, like just in the whole HBCU community, it's not oversaturated, but I feel like in certain bands it's oversaturated. I say
Yeah.
that.
Like what? Name a
I
name
say
bands.
that.
It's
Texas
name a
Southern
band.
Alcorn.
For one,
Texas Southern.
Talladega. For
No, no,
one,
no, 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 no.
Tell,
Who?
for one, Talladega.
Okay, one. Watch this.
That's how that band
Um,
started.
Potentially Texas Southern. Like once they had like the past 2 years, they had a few student arrangers.
But only one was really getting his music played, and then another a big reason why he left, he wasn't getting credit for a lot of this stuff. And we won't be real, you know what I'm saying? It's true. Now,
That
to Alcorn defense, y'all say Alcorn sound different. This is Everson's first year over the band. Last year would have been his first year over the band, but COVID came. So
yeah.
technically, Everson Southern dude. That's why I'm so excited to see about Alcorn about
Yeah,
the
that's what I said.
partnership. Now you
Ever's finally putting some knock
his
in
work in
Alcorn.
motion. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they might be a problem for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
mean,
I
They're
don't
not
know,
gonna
bro.
be
I
a
feel like
problem.
Alcon been a problem for the past like seven,
They
8
have.
years.
We gonna
I think so
Yeah.
we
too.
gonna punch them down.
Since 15, they no, since 14,
I'm
they've
gonna say
been a
really since 13, really,
See, really since
well, yeah,
13, yeah.
really
yeah,
since
since 13.
really since
What am I to say?
2013.
This is all I'm trying to say. I write a lot of music. I write a lot of music for a lot of people bands that y'all don't know about.
Okay.
I will never ask Barrow to pass out a song for New Orleans all 7.
That's all on you. Why not?
It's a
If the
over.
band
It's a
can't
They
handle it,
have
yeah.
why?
seven. They have 7 people writing on staff. I wrote a fire version of Call Me by Your Name. I'm probably gonna post it soon. That whole stupid, but
Well, know what should be your motivation? Go give it to another summer band. See if they'll
Yeah,
play.
you
you
talking
know,
about
like
I call you said I call your name? That's what you said?
no,
Last year,
Call Me by Your
Oh,
last
Name.
call
year.
The
me by
Lil
your
Nas X
name.
song.
Okay, watch this. I got one better for you. Last year we played a song from a nigga who marched in from marched in Gamband band.
Yeah, my brother,
The
my best
the
friend.
dance.
Jay.
Exactly. So he sent me that. I sent the clean the barrel. And I said, we need to play this. He was like, yes, dance routine song. So nevertheless,
We ain't
I get it.
we ain't give his shit proper justice.
I,
What
I
song
do
that
I feel
was?
you. The dance
Uh,
routine song.
Crank
What
Up.
song
Oh, all right,
Ooh.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah,
that was
we
the
ain't,
original
it was
composition?
so
yeah, yeah, yeah. All
Yeah.
right,
so
Yeah.
quick.
So
that thing
I
was
don't know,
nice
bro.
too.
Yeah,
That was
that bit
nice.
was like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that thing
Yeah,
was nice. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
son. Like I'm not hating on no student ranger. Don't get me wrong. Like if that's what you're doing, I'm happy
And
for you.
shit,
You know
I
that's your
mean, it's a
time.
learning experience. I'm
I'm
glad
just
for
saying,
you.
as a band director, you should want your band to have an identity. You
And
feel what I'm
you should
saying?
want your
especially
best
at the
foot
college
forward at
level.
all times. But even if the song is great, you can still give some
well
type of criticism to.
y'all need to get that
And
advice to arrangers. Not to
No,
listen, y'all need to get that advice to arrangers. So basically y'all saying student arrangers before y'all arrange the song, make sure it's for the identity of your band. That's it.
Yes,
yes,
Okay,
yes,
good.
yes, yes.
Good. Because
yes. That's
if,
what
if a
he's
band
saying.
And not even
if a
identity, like even not aside from identity, like if you arrange a song with a band in mind, like make sure you have the right instrumentation in mind. Like don't just
yeah.
write a generic arrangement and just think any band can
Don't
play it.
write
Like
some shit for
you
Southern and
gotta
give it to
right,
TSU. That shit
you
not gonna
gotta
sound the
Right,
same.
like
you
if
gotta
y'all
write a
paid
song
attention
that
to the
fits your
Ranger
band's
battle,
instrumentation.
like I'm not hating on nobody, but a lot of that stuff them children be writing and them
But
adults be writing, ain't no band can play that.
Yeah,
Like
they
I
just
heard
writing for the
Drew,
sake of it instead of really
right, I
putting
heard Drew
some.
play. I heard Drew put something on paper. I'm looking. I'm like me and James looking at it like who gonna play that?
yeah,
Nigga,
yeah.
Like
you ain't
some
got
of it, like
they
the
ain't got no
notes.
type of rest in there. Niggas
Like
can't breathe.
sometimes, like people have notation. Like it'd be like a 8 note with a 16 and another 8 note afterwards. Like no,
And
it's another
people just
16 tied to a 16. It's stuff like that. It'd be like,
that mean
bro,
y'all
who
bet
gonna
because
y'all
play
people get
that?
y'all
caught
Like
up in just want shit to be loud, but
y'all band
right,
you
just
gotta
need
write
people
shit
write for
for
finale,
that
not their
particular
What you
band.
band.
said?
y'all
What
band
you
need to
said?
step the game up then.
Exactly,
It's
man.
not their band need to step
Exactly.
their game up. They got the baritone players playing E concerts and D concerts. Like, what are
On
you
the regular.
doing?
Yeah, I'll put it like this: if you
It's
got a
not even a
band,
baritone no more. You feel what I'm
if
saying?
if you
Yeah.
got a band and you know you only
But
have
I mean that's what I was
24
telling I was talking to
trumpets,
Wall
but you
about.
got
Like
16 baritones, keep that in mind. If you got 30 trombones and you got 28 trumpets, keep that in mind.
Like they
yeah.
be like somebody'll bring a let's say somebody bring a arrangement to Jackson State or Southern. We got 40 trombones and they got one chord.
You
Everybody
ain't gonna
play
hear
first.
nothing but
That hoe gonna be loud.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
what is like you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
you
And
got to
I
make
hear
these
sure the
straight
people are
harmony
Wall.
is
getting
right.
on and
Yeah,
let me tell you the problem. It's the internet. Like people are getting on the internet and they posting these arrangements and everybody be like, man, this sound good. Are you even looking at the music? Like
you're
look at
not.
what's going
You're
on.
not.
Right.
Like look at that. You're gonna
like
sound like
imagine yourself trying to play this shit. No.
And I wouldn't say everybody, but
not
I say
everybody.
like I say just in
Yeah.
general.
But I mean,
I feel
I
like
was
people write shit for clout. Not people, but like I feel like certain
well. That was
people
hot at
write
the
shit.
moment. That's they sound for that moment until
Right,
the
like
next one.
my partner James. My partner James Cole. Justin, you know my partner James Cole.
That boy
James will
beats.
send
Yeah.
me
You talking
stuff.
about James Outlaw?
Yeah,
Hold
Yeah,
James
on,
will
yeah,
send
he
son.
me
nice.
Hold
something.
on. Time out. This dude Justin like really like on like a whole like a whole flex. Like this
Yeah,
dude like on the show like on a whole plane. Like
yeah.
get your shine on, bitch.
like
I see you.
like James,
I
he
see you.
fire, son. James will show me some stuff, and I'll be like,
James a
now what
problem.
trombone player about to play that in the run? You play trombone.
I'm
You
about to
about
play
to come
every
on now.
downbeat.
Can you and that be the biggest thing.
They doing
Can
that shit for
you
the
play it?
wow factor, for the
Yeah.
ooh.
Then that be my thing. If you can't play it, don't write it. If you can't like then don't talk about teaching it. Like you can't even count the notation that you're writing on the paper. You feel what I'm saying? Like some of the notation is just terrible.
And look, that
And
might
let me
work.
tell you, it be like that. I
I'm
could
about
send
to
you one of
say,
the first things I wrote. It was Hotline Bling for a trombone fan stuff. The
He gotta go
notation
to
is
he gotta go to that
terrible. Like
Paul
I wouldn't
Adams
be able to
stuff.
teach that to nobody.
and
You feel what
look,
I'm saying?
Mike, I'm glad you said that because Justin was saying, if you write a song, you should be able to conduct it. But just because you could write something, don't mean you could teach it. Like just how
I agree.
they got
I
certain
agree.
people in
I
bands,
agree. But if the band
they're a
playing it,
good player, but
if the
they're
band
not really
playing
a
it,
good
I
leader.
don't.
So it's
If,
like,
Because at Jackson State, they not teaching it for you. And like I told you, they only giving you about 10 minutes to get up there
yeah.
and make something happen.
So
So
that might
if
that
they
might
don't
be a
see it in
factor.
10 minutes,
That
if
might
they
be a
don't see it
factor
in 10
why
minutes,
everybody
Yeah.
don't
next song.
conduct
Yeah,
all
like
songs.
I mean,
Because
I was talking to
Mike can
Walt because
write, but
I
he might not
just
be able to be
started.
a good teacher.
Yeah, I had just started writing
So
something just for the sake of it. I mean, usually I'm writing trombone fanfare, so I tried just like this full band arranging, just writing, just learning it, right? And I was telling him, I was like, what's the like the meat range for mellow? Because like mellow really is just basically second trumpet instead of trumpet
don't
sections
tell
actually
Walter, bro.
being.
Don't tell Walt that.
Don't let Walter hear that.
Yeah. Don't tell Walt that.
Don't let Walter hear that.
Walter have a heart
Yeah.
attack.
well, you got a heart attack.
He just
Fucking
had
F on is
he just
a
had a rant about
counter-melodic
that
instrument.
last week.
It's made to help the
Don't tell
trumpets out.
Walter that.
It's a trumpet's bitch, basically. So when you
I
only
don't
use F-ons, yes, it's a counter-melodic instrument. So it's
I
It
don't
supposed to
is.
help.
agree.
Huh? You don't
That's
I
what I'm
don't,
agree?
I
saying.
don't
F1 is. F1 is a counter melody instrument.
It's
no,
it's
I'm
to
not talking about that part. I'm talking about the second part of your sentence, Justin.
it's a trumpet's bitch. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Fuck. But granted, I love how Jackson State use the F horns. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate how Southern used the F horns as counter melody instruments, and I like how daring Jackson State be when he let the F horns go crazy. Like on Throw Baby, bitch, I was like, wait a minute, when Southern did that song, the F horns doing this? Shit, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Man,
all
why,
you hear is
this
yada.
this
What?
Wi-Fi
They
shits
just
on me
smacked out of the
playing,
middle of
bro.
nowhere.
You know
I'm gonna
who write good
disappear.
F1 parts? Bear.
Who?
He'll write good
No, it
F1
ain't
parts.
Justin. Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. Look, he mad. I don't give a fuck.
Let
Up.
me.
That's what it is. A condiment instrument.
He
You
do.
sing a
Yeah.
song. That's what it
That's
is.
who like the F1
Bear
part.
write good
I
F1
think
parts.
about Danger and
Danger every
every
season.
season.
No, chopstick.
Yeah,
Woo!
chopsticks.
Oh my
Oh yeah,
god.
chopsticks
Yeah,
was
that was loud.
boy.
That was
But that
serious.
whole song was just power. Like trombone, we had E flats and Fs. Like that shit was just sitting in the meat of the horn.
Uh huh.
Yeah, man. A lot of come on, Justin. I seen some people music and they be having trombones playing a B flat for whole notes the whole song. I'm not talking about the B flat on top right there. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
next octave on whole notes, man. Like, come on, man.
That's
And
because
I get it when
That's
you
because they go
listening
for that
to it.
shock. They go for that shock value.
When you
Yeah,
listening to
but
it over the computer, it sounds great. You feel what I'm saying? But
I call
that's why these band directors laugh at you when you ask them, can they play their song?
Well, Mike,
I
I got
call
one
them
more
YouTube
statement and I'm gone,
writers.
Mike. Mike, y'all can't say to tell arrangers to write for their band for two reasons. One, them niggas don't be having bands to write for, so they just writing dream imagination. So keep their
That's
imagination
true.
going. And two, you know what I'm saying? If you do get your stuff play by a band, I don't care if the band ever to clean it up. I don't care whatever you do. It's still my shit, and I still want to arrange my. I want to direct my song. What he said? That F on parts be too high.
But you
Y'all,
not
I gotta
I
go,
say
man.
they
This
be
fucking
Justin,
Wi-Fi
but
trash.
All right, brother.
just because
all
we
right,
go
bro.
I was just gonna say I ain't singling out Justin because like he's not a band director, but how he was saying if I write a song, I want to conduct it. Just because I wrote it, that don't mean that I'm a good arranger. That don't mean I'm a good teacher.
Yeah, but I mean sometimes like even if like the manager approve you to practice the song, you gotta hear how that shit sound all together. Like when people playing horns or whatnot, and you
Listen,
sitting there like,
we didn't get a chance to ask you We didn't get a chance to ask you what's your top 3 bands from that 2020
From 2020 parade season.
We ain't get a chance to ask. We supposed to be ending soon, but
So on what? Like top 3 New Orleans high school bands?
yeah, from that 2020 parade
Yeah,
season.
from the 2020 parade season.
Fuck. Y'all really gonna do me this right
You
now?
want me to tell you? I can tell you mine.
I'm gonna tell you my top 3 bands. My top 3 bands
in order.
Carver.
That's 3.
Huh?
That's
You
3.
going top to bottom or bottom to top?
I'm going top to bottom.
Okay.
All right.
I see Carver, Carr, and probably Landry Walker.
My top 3 similar. I had Landry Walker and Abe sharing the 3 spot. I had Culver at 2, and I had Carr at 1. I feel like
had Carver,
the most difficult music, and he sounded the best doing it.
I had Carver, John Eric, and Carr and Abe tying 3.
I can respect that.
I just don't feel like they had a band better than Cole. I'm sorry. Like I try to like give it to y'all. I don't feel like they had a band better.
And it really hurt me to say that because like people that know me like know how much I love St. Augustine, how much love I got.
Yeah, I just told him that, but I'm like, this shit don't even feel right.
St. Augustine, we not even.
Yeah, but 2020 parade season, like that just wasn't St. Augustine.
Oh my god,
that just wasn't St. Augustine. Like
I was at school when I heard that. I think it was Landry Walker. When I heard that Landry Walker versus St. Augustine, I was at school, and my partner Isaiah, you know, my brother Isaiah,
my cousin, my cousin.
I said, Isaiah, come listen to this.
That should be. Oh man,
that was terrible.
But you know, even this one little setback, it don't wash out the decades of dominance. So it's okay.
With Abe in the close fourth. Like, Abe, I wouldn't say Abe underrated, but I feel like
Abe shocked the world.
I see a lot of people
say that.
In general.
Look at it. No, this person is right. Let's everybody stop talking.
Boy, said
this is
John
right.
McDonald.
This is the right answer. This is the right answer.
Yeah, we gonna bounce back.
That's the right answer.
Ain't no problem.
John, I'm sorry. It's Carr 2, Culver 3, because John Mack number 1.
Yeah, John Mack number 1.
John Mack number 1. My daddy went to the Mac.
The number one broom sweepers.
My daddy went to the Mac. You hear me? John Mack number 1. Look at Rock. Rock girlfriend must have came in there and choked him out.
She about to put it on him in there, you heard me? Rock dipped out right quick.
Yeah, but I like I said, people like Culver Band. I don't feel like Culver Band play any difficult music. Like they played a second line song that got so much praise. It was 3 notes. It was 3 notes. I'm sorry, dog. It was 3 notes.
But you gotta like see when you know your band, you gotta write to what fits them. So you people might say Carl had more difficult arrangements, but I just felt like Carver had like
executed
a complete full sound. And not to say Carl didn't, but
I think Carl had a better sound. Carl trombones, that foundation they laid down, man. Come on now.
Carl had a better foundation, but I just feel like Carver had like a more well-rounded sound.
Man, Carl had
some. I think Carver was more balanced.
Oh my God! What hate?
They were
what
like.
Hate? What's the hate?
Like no matter how good you sound, you're not gonna be balanced if you got a band with 12 tubas, 24 trombones, 12 baritones, and 8 trumpets. That's just not gonna balance out. So I think with the instrumentation that Carver had, they had a more well-rounded and more balanced sound.
Who lists fifth, Joe? Who lists fifth? Mine or his? Because I think I had a better list than him.
But yeah,
I just feel like they ain't had no band that sounded as good as Come Marching Up the Street. Man, you was on the side
Carver did. I feel like Carver did.
Bro, they just playing beautiful
girls. Carver sounded better, but
they're just playing beautiful girls. Oh, look, Rock back. They're just playing beautiful girls.
Rock had that quickie, huh?
Cool out, man.
It was that quick. Damn, Rock.
Hey, y'all not even about to play like that. Time out, flag on the play. I ain't about to play like that.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Put me back in, please. I'm like, what? List because y'all raise good points. I'm listening to your theory on how Carr sound better than Culver.
Carr sounded better than Culver. Culver sounded better than Carver.
I think Carr sound better than Culver. I think the first thing in your band is 2 things that you have to have when you have a band program: trombones and trumpets. You gotta have them. Gotta have them. It's like you can't move without.
You said trombones and trumpets.
Trombones and trumpets.
What Carl trumpets
Gotta
was?
sing and trombones
What
gotta lay
trumpets?
down the chords.
What their trumpets was the parade season though?
Let me
They only had,
When the last
they
time
only
Carr
had
actually
eight
had trumpets,
trumpets,
though? When is the
and
last time Carr actually
don't
had
get me
trumpets?
wrong, they could play, but it's damn near impossible to like be consistently heard when you have 8 trumpets fighting through 24 trombones and 12 tubas and 12 baritones. Like
Culver
that's
sounded
damn near impossible.
Culver
Like
sounded good and balanced. Wasn't trying to drown each other
Yeah,
out.
that's why I said Carver
What
sounded
band
better
are
than
we
Carr.
trying to drown? I don't think
Carver was
Culver
balanced.
was trying to drown each other out. I feel like Cole was actually. I feel like people really expected more from Carr because of these size, and I feel like that's why they get a
Everybody,
big.
and look,
everybody
I
knew,
ain't gonna lie.
everybody knew the small,
Look,
For a
aggressive.
while, I was guilty of that. I was guilty of that
Yeah,
for a
for a
while.
while I was too.
I remember
Yeah,
that
because
big.
look, I remember the
Was
first
it
night of
Knicks?
parade season, I was with you and I was like, man, like to say that big, they should sound more full than that. But I had to like kind of work my expectations and
Right, and that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I
You
just had to
can't
listen
really
to,
know how they
I
look.
had to
All you
listen
can
to
do is
listen instead
different
of
sounds.
what I expected.
yeah.
Like all them baritones, I
And
thought
then
they were gonna eat the band.
and then something else I was guilty of is like to me, Call was like the first band I seen with that kind of instrumentation since the Storm. And like by me graduating right before the Storm, that's the era I come from. So when I see a band, a high school band that size,
That 10-man front.
I'm just expecting like just this rah, like this.
Hold on, whoa.
Yeah, like I'm expecting that rah. So when I
Yeah,
didn't like
like
quite
I
get
said, I
that,
heard more from car tubas when they were smaller than when they were bigger.
true.
The trombones, they just got better. I mean, because they always had the trombone sections. B-tones, they always had B-tones. Mellows was, I don't know, it was hit and miss throughout the years. But trumpets, I've never heard a car trumpet section.
You
To
go,
be
you go.
I have before, but not in about
All
a
right,
good 5 years.
all right.
yeah, probably since like maybe 2012 or
Yeah, I'm about to say yeah, like
2013.
the
I was
last like
disappointed
really
in
good
Cartoon
cultural
players
section I
too.
heard was like 2015 or 2016.
Hmm.
That was like the last time I really felt like Carl had like a really good trumpet section.
I mean,
But like since then, not so. And I ain't saying they bad, but that's like the last
It's
time
just a
like
lot to
you
push
really
through.
heard. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's understandable.
listen, maybe I'm a trombone freak. Why my dog? But Colt trombones just Colt
yeah,
Yeah, and I mean
trombones.
yeah.
that just
Yeah, but Landry Walker wasn't too bad that year either. It's just
I think pound for pound, they put out like a lot of sound for their size. Like typically, you used to Landry Walker having a bigger band than what they had that year, but for like the significant drop they had numbers, they sound didn't drop off, and they didn't sound bad either. So that's why I kind of give them my third spot. My
but
third spot.
I feel like Abe. I feel like a lot of people like Abe, but I feel like Abe. I feel like Abe didn't sound.
Abe was almost a high school TSU, like as far as baritone was running the band.
And I'll tell you what else I liked about Abe. I like the fact
But
that
they had
Abe
a good
had.
sound though.
I like the fact that Abe had like a lot of unique arrangements, and I just like what Johnny doing
You
over there.
Yeah.
need.
They had a lot of unique arrangements. They
What
did.
you mean by you need? You
Like
know,
I
they
mean James put some stuff
they
out there
they yeah.
that
Like
was kind of
I
different
like
from
I like what James be doing over there. Like and I like how you put this shit together, and I like
shout out to
some
Corey
of the
for sending
songs
a
they really
thousand
came out left
stars.
field. Like how they
What are
played that
y'all most okay? That's a good question. Let me put it on the screen. What are y'all most anticipated for 2021 or 2022 of bands looking out for not in the top three?
all right for bands. I'm looking for not in the
so
top
basically
three.
so outside the top three is basically St. Cole and Walker, basically.
No.
Yeah.
St. August not in the top three.
No, we're talking about
No,
consistency.
not we're not saying
Consistently.
just like for
Con-
1 year. We're talking about like just
yeah.
like
But
overall, like
I'm saying consistently top three was always St. Cole Walker.
That's
That's
not
post
true. When I
Katrina
was at
wise.
McLean, it wasn't called. That's a fact.
Okay.
I don't feel like arguing that,
Anyways.
but I'm gonna
That's
let
a
you have
fact.
that. I'm gonna let you have that because I don't feel like
Yeah.
arguing it. That's
Okay.
Am I
okay.
McMahon
lying?
and Carl
Am I
McMahon.
lying?
Okay. St.
No.
August Walker was the top two, and
Pause,
Carl
Rock.
McMahon swapped.
Pause,
There you
Rock.
go.
We used to lose a call. Don't
Who's
say nothing, Bo.
McMahon?
Hey,
Yeah.
Walt, how you doing,
Yep.
Walt?
Hold on. We
Being
used to
What's
lose a
up?
Now
call.
look, I say McMahon lost the car more than y'all won.
Yes, they did.
Now look, I ain't gonna sit here and say like y'all never got them, but out of all the times y'all battle, I could say Carl won against McMahon
We
more than
battled.
y'all
We
beat
battled
them.
3 big times.
And hold up, three.
We battled 3 big times. One is when Chalupa just had got there. I'm not counting that one. The next one was 2015. Slaughtered them. The
Yeah,
next
20,
one,
2015
I'm
is
glad he
best year.
on here because the band messed up
Yeah.
in the beginning.
2015 was McMahon's best year.
Out of here, bro. Dude, I can play the video.
That battle?
I can play the video.
What about the fall of 2015 when we seen y'all in the Superdome?
Bro, that was a convention. Listen, what they always like to say, we played
Hey,
rock and roll
bro.
and Hey Baby at a
Y'all got
convention.
caught slipping, dog.
At a convention. They
Y'all
played
got caught
they played the
slipping,
Hills,
dog.
and they like, oh, we smashed y'all. We're at a
We
convention.
did. And
We're at a convention.
It's on YouTube.
All that shit count though.
We
Yeah,
can
that
pull
don't
it up. Yeah, hey, bro. We heard y'all was gonna beat us, so we came with the dogs.
Okay, like you see, and that's how you know we was better than them. We was not even worried
Bro,
about talk.
That's
Not
how
even
you
worried.
know.
Come on now.
That's how
They
you
not
know
worried
the
about
band
talk.
director got a killer
I ain't gonna lie.
mentality.
2015
He heard
McMahon
another
punished
band
us.
was gonna beat her, and he put his best together, and we came out there and bust y'all ass.
Bro, what was the other band? Helen Cox or Sober Be Right? It was one of the like. Come on,
It
like,
was Helen Cox. Hey, bro.
that's what
We ain't know
nobody.
who it was gonna
We're
be.
playing
We came
pop
with it on our
music.
mind. We was
I
hoping
think
it was gonna be
Helen
Saint
Cox played
or maybe Landry Walker or somebody, because they ain't want
I
to
think
What
Helen
convention?
Cox
What
played
convention y'all talking about?
a Taylor Swift song. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was a
Wait, was
convention.
this 14, 15, or 15, 16?
This was
15,
it
16.
was
15,
My senior
16.
year?
Yeah.
This is my senior year.
Look, hold on, let me make y'all laugh. That's the reason they came back with a vengeance for parade season. I know they feelings was hurt, boy. We
no,
seen
it
bust
was
their
not.
ass in
No.
the Superdome, boy. Lord, them
Well, let me
boys
tell you, I'm gonna be
felt
honest
like,
about this situation.
look,
I'm gonna be
the
honest.
band
Right,
director
this
was
about
Hold
to
on,
give you
huh?
some. I'm
Derek
about to
and the
give you some
band director
insider
was like,
scoop.
man, I can't believe these dudes, man.
Let
You
me
came
let me
out
tell
here
you.
and
I'm
did
about to
us
give you
like
some
that.
insider scoop. We was upset because what I'm telling you is what Dr. Kamut was preaching to us. Like it's not like y'all. It wasn't that type of party. But we like, man, these people just played the hill, like and we right next to them, by the way. So I'm giving you. I'm gonna let I told you this show we
You
gonna
went
keep it real.
from convention mode to nigga mode.
Right, I'm keeping
Yeah.
it real. We didn't have like we had no plans on playing any of that type of music. And when we asked him to play something out, like he was like, no, like because first thing first. Well,
Y'all ain't
this.
practice that.
Being with conventions, you have to play with the crowd won't because that's the people who
Yeah,
That's
that's
your
what that's
money.
what I
That's
yeah,
where it's coming
that's the
from.
money.
That's
And
So
they
he
hit
wasn't
y'all with the
trying to
wrong
hear it. You
crowd.
feel what I'm saying? Like, they could do what they want to, but this our people. We have to.
this
They
why we
pay us.
here. This our bread and butter. Like
Right.
let's
You
get
gotta
this,
understand.
get
Right.
this.
I ain't
Yeah.
paying me. These people paying me.
We are
Yeah.
doing 2-3 conventions a week, so we can't mess that hustle up. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. The students, we was on a bus mad as hell because we like,
I didn't been through that
and
too.
then we had
I done
just
been through that
slashed them.
before
We
in
had
my
just
era.
slashed
Yeah.
them last parade season, so we knew they wanted that smoke. But we playing rock and roll, do it, don't, like we
Took
not
a
serious.
L,
And
boy.
them
Took
people
a
punishing
stupid
y'all, huh,
L.
Mike?
Ooh.
What you
All
say?
right,
I said
so
they punishing y'all, huh?
what
We ain't.
happened?
Y'all playing
What
rock and
happened
roll,
for
they
Jamboree?
knocking y'all heads off.
Y'all won a
I,
jamboree.
Oh
I know
yeah.
that feeling.
Yeah.
Turn y'all up for Jamboree.
You said I don't feel, but listen, my personal opinion about the jam. I don't feel like bands ever sound good at the jam. That's my personal opinion. So if you say y'all won. I don't feel like y'all was
The jam is your fucking
yeah.
head.
I feel like jam is outside band practice. I don't really count that.
Nigga said
Like,
outside paper.
like that. Y'all
Yeah.
That's
people
crazy.
sound
Trick or
terrible.
treater, that shit meant something.
Yeah, yeah.
People
Right.
I feel
sound
like
terrible at
Shit,
jam.
trick or
Hold
treater, that shit
in
meant
my
something.
era,
Cause
in my
I
That
era,
shit
know
meant
like
something.
Itchy
you
gonna
you
agree with
practice
what I'm
all
about to
summer to
say,
come out
bro.
with jam and
Cause
make
boy,
a
when I
first
tell you,
impression.
if Walton them senior year would have actually happened, oh my god.
Now
Hold on, listen.
when
Let
I
me
first
speak
got
on
to
that, bro.
McMahon, it was different.
Oh
He used to
my
tell us we
god.
not going to jam without a field show. It was different, but
Yeah,
But
that's how
shit,
it's
even
supposed to
my
be.
era, I mean, the shit matter because we was either gonna see Carl, Walker, or McMahon probably for our jam.
Man, for us,
when I remember when y'all called the police.
Jamboree was
Man,
always
motherfucker, police walk up with us
the
every damn game. Ain't nobody calling no damn police on y'all.
That's a fact. I could call people right now to confirm that story. That's a fact.
hold
People
on,
just gonna
bro.
say that just
Right.
because it
That's a
People
sound
fact.
been
good.
saying all the police
That's a fact.
for
Yeah,
decades.
That's a fact.
people gonna say it just because it
First
sound
they
good.
claim
I'm gonna
Walton
stop
and
with this
Arrow was
saying I
running
don't
during
call the
parade
police
season.
stuff, man.
Then they claim we called it on y'all for that jam. We like,
All right. Okay. I'm just telling you what. I'm just telling you
Man,
what
I'm
we
just saying.
let's get back. Let's get back to the question that Joe asked.
like. my
Wait,
my
no,
top
you
three.
about to say something about
What was it like? He put it back up there, Mike. The question he asked. The
Oh, let
question
me
the
that
have
most
Joe
it.
asked.
anticipated or what y'all see
That's not the top three. Yeah.
outside the top three.
Which
Um. Uh.
Oh, okay, all right. I can go first. My
All right.
of course, I'm looking forward to seeing um Warren Easton
Huh?
Mm,
because I think they're
mm,
gonna be a little bit better than they normally
Y'all can
be.
have a show. I'm out.
mm.
He
Yeah,
said not in the top three,
Listen,
bro.
all you gotta do is press in broadcast, dog. I'm out.
Listen, let me keep going, dog. Cause he said the not top three. So we know they not top three, right?
I got
Bottom
They
three.
not top
go
five
ahead, Walt,
either.
because I got
But
three I like
anyway,
too. But you go
so
ahead, Walt.
well,
Finish your
I
three
don't know,
off.
bro. They might could fall in the top five. We gonna
top
see.
15.
You do your three. Well, I'm gonna go next.
But all right, so yeah, one. I'm trying to think of another one. Of course, the typicals, dog. You fucking 35, Abe,
I'm not interested in seeing
and
35.
McMahon.
I'm not
All
interested
right,
in seeing McMahon neither.
the the three bands I'm looking forward to seeing that's not in the top three or like not a heavyweight or popular band.
Wait, can I stop first? So
No,
is
Yeah,
Easton? Wait, oh, girls still at Easton, or
yeah, she's
they
still
got
up. Yeah,
somebody?
I'm
Her
at
name
Easton.
is Miss Mew Heyman. She is now old girl.
I'm
I'm at
sorry.
Easton.
We gonna respect these people on these shows. All
I
right.
can.
but yeah, as far as I know, she's still left. But
Okay.
the three bands I'm looking forward to seeing like upcoming this year. I'm looking forward to seeing Livingston. I feel like they have like a,
Oh
Oh,
a,
yeah,
a
Mister.
damn, I
Oh
really
forgot about
yeah,
them.
a solid foundation, and I want to see what he build on that. Dedrick. Another band I want to see next year
yeah.
is
I
Booker
see that,
T.
Joe.
Yeah, I want to see
Oh damn,
Livingston.
I forgot about Booker T
I
too.
want to see
Oh
Booker
yeah,
T. And
They gonna be smacking, dog. Y'all sleep on them boys.
I want to see Kennedy. Like I feel like Kennedy had like
Oh,
a pretty
I forgot
solid two
about them
years,
too.
and I just want to see if they're gonna keep progressing and like
yeah,
so. That's three
yeah.
bands
I
I'm
want
Hey,
to
looking
I'm
at.
gonna
see.
tell y'all this: Booker T gonna be
Yeah,
in the top three like real soon, bro.
yeah. I want to see Booker T. I
Real
want to see.
soon, bro. Them boys was straight for football season.
I actually want to see what Frog gonna do at Cohen.
Oh,
Mm.
that's who had Cohen?
Who at
He
con?
had Frog at Con.
Yeah,
Mm,
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
yeah.
Um,
I think he been there
Um,
for
That's
2 years though.
interesting.
yeah. I
That's
think he been
real
there for like
interesting.
either a year or two. Um,
Mm.
shoot. I want to see. Who was that? Hart. I want to see Hart. I want to see if Hart, what Hart gonna do.
LC,
Ah,
yeah.
Yeah.
hey y'all. No, I'm
um,
gonna keep my comments to myself.
what I'm about to say, I want to see honestly, and I'm not saying this because you're in the comments. I really want to see MLK. If y'all ever follow MLK band, they don't be sounding too bad.
They don't.
It's,
They don't.
they just,
Shout out Brooks, my old band director from Marshall.
you
Shout
know,
out Brooks.
I really want to see that. I want to see how a football schedule tears on them
Yeah.
because
Definitely.
for long I
Definitely.
don't think they know how good they had. They didn't have no football season. Like you could
Oh,
So they
bake
had
that
like a
you
whole
could bake
they
that
had a
cake.
whole 5 months to I don't want to say hide, but like when everybody else like out
You
here
could bake
they
that
had a
cake however
five
long
studying,
you
months to
yeah.
want to.
work.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, I really what really blew it was I really wanted to see Douglas, but
But Barrel
Barrel
not being
got
there no
there.
more, yeah. Yeah.
Man, I really wanted to
I
see.
heard them. I heard them. I heard them when we were. What's that called? I think that was before either Femme Fatale or Knicks, one of them. But we were playing up. Like they were coming up the street playing. I was sitting. I was like, "Well, who was that?"
I really wanted to
And
hear
then
Douglas.
Yeah.
then we saw Barrel. I said, "Okay, oh, that's Douglas."
Yeah.
Um, and that, and I mean, all the bands that y'all mentioned, really. I mean, like you said with Easton, I'm not trying to be funny. It's just the same old man. Like
But I ain't gonna
every
lie
year,
though.
we
I ain't
just
gonna lie
think they
though.
gonna do
Like,
something and they never do. Like
but
that's frustrating.
but
I
no,
mean, I'm happy Easton
I don't know if y'all
finally
pay
stopping
attention though,
trying to.
but I
They
don't know if
finally.
y'all paid attention, but this past parade season 2020, like Easton was like pretty decent.
That's
They
what
had
I'm saying, bro.
I
Y'all
don't know
sleeping
dude's
on
name,
him.
but he was a new assistant. They said dude must that something like in the mid 90s. He played F
Yeah,
horn.
yeah, he played F on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like
That's it.
like
And them
I'm
boys
happy.
right.
I'm happy they
And
finally
then
stopped
look,
trying to play everything
they
saying
got
all play.
somebody at Jackson State who been sending them boys music, so they getting some quality music.
yeah,
Some quality music. Well,
yeah, like
Yeah,
this.
Facts.
But yeah,
come
the
on,
last
man.
parade
Whoa.
season before COVID, like Easton like was pretty decent. Like they
yeah,
they kind of
yeah.
I don't want
Now,
to say like shocked me, but I was pleasantly
no,
surprised by them.
I just remember that last championship game, and I was just sitting when they were on the field, and I was just like, why?
The band that I want to see is Sophie B. Wright. I'm sorry. I feel like they're going to be top 3. I feel
I'm
like they're
at
coming
y'all
for the
later.
number 1 spot. I feel like they're coming for the number 1 spot. And,
And what hurt me about Sophie B. Wright is that they band up like they went to St. Arnold.
Don't tell nobody else
And
that.
dude been there for like a solid.
he was,
Decade.
he started McMahon Band Program. He
Yeah, I
started,
know.
yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Barnes, yeah.
But
Wow.
I don't get what the problem is there, right? I don't know if they want
Yeah.
to.
I think to be honest, I think it might be the
And what's
kids. It might
crazy,
be.
much
and what people don't know, like Desmond Barnes, like individually,
on that trumpet.
he's a good
Oh,
musician, yeah. Like, he's a damn
he
good
got smoke.
musician, but as far as like
Oh my
everybody who's a
God.
good
I hate
musician,
this. I hate pause, man. Let me put this on the screen. Hold on. It's a lot behind the scene that people
That's at
don't
every school though, Joe.
that's true, but at the same time,
Every
that's a cop out.
single school has something
That's cop out.
behind the scenes.
It's shit that going at every school, so that's a cop out. And
Yeah, that's at every school,
for
brother.
you to be consistently
I've
that bad
seen it.
for
It's
a
bigger
decade,
than Barnes. It's nothing bigger than
yeah.
in your band room, you sounding bad or good. It's nothing it's nothing bigger than that. Like, we're not talking about you marching 5 people. That's bigger than you. You feel what I'm saying? You're recruiting, you're doing your best, the school not allowing it. We're not talking about, different situations where people getting kicked out. We're talking about the sound of the band program. I know somebody that did not even know how to play an instrument was a drum major their freshman year. That's not bigger than the school. That's you. Like, that's I'm not trying to
And as a drum major, you're supposed to be a leader in the band. Like,
I always have to say this. I'm not a band director, so all my opinions don't represent anybody else's but mine. But listen,
Michael Banks.
I'm
but
just a
Michael
band head.
Banks.
That's it.
I'm just a band head, and if a band director don't like what I'm saying, they have my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email, michaelb2019@hotmail.com. I'm not gonna.
Joe, I say this, like that's like you got a point. Like, they got shit that going behind the scenes in every band, but it's like when you're a good director, you know how to work around that shit and build a solid program.
Yeah,
like,
you finesse the system for the betterment of your program.
To have a consistently bad program for over a decade now, like that goes further than just
shit. That's just like Prairie View back in the day.
That's just you.
Band directors block me.
That's just you at that point.
Yeah, I mean that's just like even on a bigger level, on a college level.
Yeah,
shit, Prairie View Prairie View and Alcorn for the longest. Niggas, you ain't worried about no damn Prairie View or Alcorn. Like, that shit was bottom of the gutter.
I actually like Prairie View band. That's something I will say.
And now, like, throughout these last I guess it's 2000s or late or 2010s, they've come up.
Yeah, man. People gonna block me, man. Tanel blocked me. I can't even see what this man posts. Man, we just going.
Because you were driving that man. That's why.
Me and Tanel was going back and forth on social media. That man blocked me. And people kept saying he said this, he said that. I'm like, what you talking about?
I can't see nothing.
I'm like, why I can't see the post? I'm like, did they kick me out the group? Like, I'm like, man, this man blocked me, man. But yeah, dog. We go through things,
To be honest, I want to see Renew. I want to see what he do with them.
Oh, I don't. I'm not. I want to see Roots versus Alice. Wait, hold on. They have another band that's been under the radar for lack of production for some time now. But if you're not calling names, don't say it.
Tell us who, Todrick. Is it McMahon 2.0? That's why I like calling the McMahon 2.0.
That's what I thought CPA was. McMahon, 2.0.
Yeah, that's what I like to call.
So this must be 3.0 or somebody else.
Joking and joking and shit, but he got a pretty good program.
Call names. Call names. That's my band director. I can tell him call names.
Yeah.
Say what you got to say. You big and bold.
Bring him on here, Mike.
You big and bold. He might be busy. If you want to come on here, text me. He said 3-5.
3-5.
Bring a mooch on here.
You see, if people ask me, that's my band director. Yeah, my band director say what he had to say. I want to know
who he's talking about.
3-5, he said it.
3-5, he said it.
3-5 has been terrible for the past few. But let me tell you, that's something that's big going behind the scenes. Them people don't even have people in their school.
I was about to say, like, I was talking about that earlier with Quentin Scott. I was talking about, like, 35 is the only band I halfway give a pass to for.
They don't have nobody to school.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I say this, like before all that shit started going on, like the last year they had like a full school. I think that was like 2017, 2018. I feel like 35 was like one of the best bands in the city that year. I feel like
Wait, you
I
see
feel,
what I'm doing?
He said
dog. I
Reed?
ain't saying like
they just
top
sounded
two,
better than
top three,
youthful,
but
brother.
I feel
I
like
say that.
30. Look, the last year 35 had like a full 9th through 12th grade. I
We
think
talking
that
about
was
like
like
what that
20.
like 2016,
Oh,
17?
They was
Joe,
one of the
wait,
best
16,
five.
hold
17, they
on,
had a
hold
nice
on.
little band.
Joe
That year,
just
they
dropped
was one of the
something.
best
Joe
five bands in the
said
city.
3-5
Nah, because
had more
35 had more
students than
kids
King.
than King
No
last 2
excuse.
years.
Dude, the last year
No
they had like a
excuse.
full school open. They were one of the best five bands in the city, in my opinion.
Yeah, 16, 17 they were.
They marched
Yeah.
roots before. Make it happen.
Uh, that particular charter system, but isn't Cole in that charter system too? With
But you gotta
35?
understand, Inspire
Yeah,
really
yeah,
only mess
I
with
think it's
Cole.
like 35 called
Yeah.
Impact Man, like in the same city.
Inspire
Yeah,
really only mess with Cole. So
Huh.
yeah. Yeah, Cole is their baby.
yeah, that's they thing. Not
Yeah.
to pull on them because that was the year they started is the year I graduated. I'm not gonna pull on the people I graduated, but they really only mess with Cole. No big deal. No Philly. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Since you said Joe they had more kids than King, so oh hell, no excuse then. No excuse. I ain't know that. I thought they was operating like they have like 100 people at school type of thing.
Damn near. Damn
So
near.
like if you got 100 people in the school, you only get about 10 people in the band
Right.
and
Because the
30 on the
band is
football
like what,
team.
10% of the school's population.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So like I understand that, but yeah, let
No,
McMahon
I need 35 to be great again. Well, at least be good again. Be
Yeah.
decent. Yeah,
was
because
3-5 ever great? I don't know. I'm not as big as a band hater.
yeah, they actually were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
80s, 90s, yeah. Well,
Like
earlier 90s,
before my era, and I started
yeah.
high
Even
school
even the
in
early
01.
2000s, they were good,
Yeah.
but they weren't great. But our 80s and 90s, 70s, well, yeah, by the 90s on back, they were consistently top three. It
Yeah.
was St. All Kennedy and 3-5. That was your top three.
Yeah. For
Hold on. When we started using the variables in the school, I thought we were saying when bands didn't produce, it was directly related to the
Uh
director.
oh.
But
That's what
35
they
was a different
told me.
situation. And I say this,
Hold on, Kojo.
like even given like what they was going through, I still feel like they put out I don't want to say good or great, but I would say like given the shit they went through like the past
A
2
decent, a
years,
decent
they
product.
put out
Yeah, three
acceptable
five was
stuff.
definitely top three for females
Yeah.
for years.
All right, I'm gonna
3-5 East
put
and
it up. Just put
McMahon.
it in. Yeah, the
Three
cheerleaders.
five
Well,
had the cheerleaders, East
yeah.
Yeah,
had the dancers, and
we on the
McMahon
same.
had the majorettes.
We on the same page.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we here.
when I was in school, 3-5 had them hoes. And they still
Yeah.
it was three
Three
five
five kept
Easton.
them.
It was 3-5 Easton, McMahon, fucking Kennedy and Reed. That was the
Yeah,
5 schools
three
that had the
five,
hoes when I was in
three
school.
five East and McMahon. We went to the West Bank Landry Walking car, of course.
Oh, this is
But
my cousin. Not taking up for 3-5, but they had Sports King.
they had
Oh,
Sports
that's
King.
true.
Oh
That's
What?
yeah,
true.
sport.
Look. What y'all saying? All that stuff that y'all saying is definitely right. Joe, you right. If they had more kids than MLK, it should be no excuse. But just like he said, man, they did have sports, so that take away kids too.
Yeah.
And y'all didn't have no football
Yeah.
team. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a let's just
That's
say
why I said like at the end of the day, like we gotta be consistent with what we saying. Like if we saying like directors gotta still be accountable for the product they put on the field, but not the field, but on the street. But I feel like at the
yeah, because I
same
mean,
time,
this is my thing about when I
35
say
was
that.
like in a special situation. So that's why I
When I
say
say that,
I
I
give
mean
them
the
a
kids
I
that come
give
to
them a
band
halfway
practice.
excuse.
The kids that come to band practice, they shouldn't be on the street sounding bad.
Yeah, that's why I say
That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The band director have to be accountable for.
Right,
If
right.
your kids that come to band practice every day on the street sounding bad, then whose fault is that? The principal not coming in there and say you sound bad. They not doing that. You feel what I'm saying? Like so
But most school principal, well, I ain't gonna even get to that. That's a
that's
whole different topic for a different day. So I ain't gonna
that.
even
That's
get
a
to
whole
Yeah,
that.
nother
the
topic.
Yeah,
administration is just
I ain't gonna even get into
administration
that.
on all levels is just
Yeah.
anti arts, anti music.
Let me tell you about something about Todrick Kamuch. Let me put this comment up there.
Let's say this. Let's say
He's
about
a
Todd
very
Kamook.
shady person.
No, they definitely have some.
I
But
want I
that's true.
want
That's a
I
true
want him to get
statement.
on here. I
Lloyd
want him to
Harris is
get
one
him
of the
on
one
here.
of the greats.
He's a really shady person. I'm gonna have to get him on there for the next time. I'm gonna have to get him on
For
here
sure.
because
For sure.
you see, I'm not gonna let him BS the.
Cause,
I'm not gonna let him BS the show.
cause I be seeing Caboose like lurking in the comments and like
Yeah,
he
poking
be
and
behind the scenes and
jabbing.
shit. But
Yeah,
I
poking
want,
and jabbing.
I want him to be like center stage. Like I want him to like be in the spotlight. Like let's get him on y'all show.
We need
Like
him
real
and Jared
shit.
Groves on here.
Yeah. Now
Oh,
we don't need Groves on there.
let
No,
me
yeah,
let
but
me
them
just
two
Yeah,
together, yeah,
look,
they ain't gonna work too
look.
good.
we don't need Jared Groves and Mike on the same show at the
Yeah,
same
that's them two
time.
together, they ain't gonna work
Fuck
too
no.
good. The
Fuck
we
Joe's
no.
gonna
gonna
be real.
you
Yeah.
better get the whole Southern University to be on here. We
Yeah.
gonna
We
go
don't.
duck.
Yeah, I
But
thought
yeah,
about it.
man, I
That's what
wanna
we don't need. We don't need Groves and Mike on the same show at the same time.
the
Fuck
next
that.
show, that we doing, y'all, we starting to do band spotlight. So each week, we not just gonna talk about one band, but we're gonna start spotlighting a band a week. So we're gonna start playing their videos, and we're gonna try to get to talk to their band directors and know what's going on with them. And really soon, I want to start a poll. I want y'all, like in the beginning of this, I told y'all type questions, and you see if y'all put a question in here, we put it on the screen, we answer it. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna start putting polls and stuff up, so y'all can vote on topics and things like that. We really appreciate y'all. Keep your heads up. Make sure y'all sharing these videos. What's up? What's going on, Issue?
Hey, look, before y'all go, I made a post earlier and I want to get both of y'all input. So,
Song?
yeah,
I
what
wanted to
y'all
ask you
think?
about that. I
Yeah,
just forgot.
Yeah,
I thought y'all was ready to go. I ain't got nowhere to go.
I ain't got nowhere to go either.
me neither.
um, I like when I was in the band room when he passed it out. And I'm like, man, this stuff whack. Because I wanted to play We Make Your Mama Tell
Yeah.
Me. I asked him, could we say it? He said, there's literally a 99.9% chance that we never going to see that. But I like Jackson State version. I feel like it's a very good arrangement. I feel like it's two different styles.
Styles.
But
And
if
it's
I
it's,
had, if
writ-
I was a
it's
band
written
director, I'm
for
playing,
to
if I was
get
a
the
band
most out
director
of
at
the
a college
song.
level,
It's not written for pure
I'm playing Jackson State.
ignorance.
Right.
But yeah, as a musician, I'm gonna play. But once I'm gonna play just something from Jackson.
Another thing
But
that you see, because I watched your whole video right before the show, actually.
You
And that's
did?
why I text you about this, because I want
Yeah,
to ask you.
yeah.
When you put in headphones, you get to hear the little nuances in the trombone part.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
they have dee 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 ding, dwing ding, dwing, dwing,
Mm-hmm.
dwing. Like it's so much
Yeah.
y'all missing in that arrangement. Y'all just know it's good from just hearing it from the regular T. Put
no,
on some.
I
Yeah,
hear it
put some
on I
head
hear it
They
in my
got
put some
beats. I
headphones
heard it
in
in my
like
beats, and I was like, okay,
yeah,
they got
he
some
did something
stuff
with this one.
moving. You feel what I'm saying?
facts.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I like
as
Jackson
what
State.
Jared said, it fits Jackson. Like he wrote for his band.
Yeah, man. And I've seen a lot of man, they had people hating on this. They had people hating bad on Jackson State. I'm talking about why y'all pull it out. Everybody won't play New Orleans also. Some people played that in the year 2000. What are you talking about? Like
Like
But
didn't
no,
didn't
he's
Kevin
saying
write
he's
that when he
just
was a
saying
crab in the
just like
band?
his last few
he
years.
wrote that when he was a
When he
student
was a
in the
crab,
band.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Like, but that come with the territory. You look, when
No,
you
but I don't know. It just seemed like not even just New Orleans All Star Band, but just like more New Orleans songs coming like 2019 with Danger and yeah, Mystical Danger.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but like it seemed like more New Orleans starting to come out of Jackson as far as the song choices.
that was Dr. Little too. That was a 2-minute song.
Yeah,
But I think a lot of things
I say it sounded more to the song. It did his dirt.
you do have
French wrote that for high school, and then the whole world got shocked.
people don't
Right.
really
That's why I
know
said
Mr.
like
Johnson, and I don't want to speak for Mr. Johnson, but people don't really know how in tune with his culture he really is. Like he don't talk, he don't have social media, but he say things like cold drink in the band room, and everybody be like, "What are you talking about?" You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
He's
This
very in
ain't
tune
pop.
with his
This ain't a
culture.
soda. We want cold drink. Then you
Like
gotta ask,
yeah.
the follow up question. Okay, which one you want?
and
And
the thing that
that's
makes
one
him so
thing.
great is because
That's
he
one thing I
worked
do like about
different
Jackson
places.
State band staff is that like they don't really do too much talking. Like they just
None of them have social media
yeah,
except the two new guys that got on staff. None of them have social media. Like
yeah,
they wouldn't know what's going on in the world if you don't tell them. You feel what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, Mr. Johnson, he sit in his office with the lights off, writing music. Like the man is serious about his craft. The man come to band practice with bags under his eyes because he's been writing music for us all day. He writes, I would say 96% of the music that Jackson State plays, even if he's not conducting it. So
Yeah,
like
that's how it was. Like when we had Hamer Simmons Taylor. Simmons and Taylor was splitting that, and that was just magic happening. And Hamer would come out because Hamer, being head as far as on the college level, they do more
It's
business
yeah.
than band director. But them one or two that he pull out or that he write,
we could
go.
talk. We could talk about it, man. Jackson State
But
arrangements get a lot of bad rep because of what people like to hear. And I
Like
tell
the
people,
past 2 years.
you from New Orleans, so you're literally going to be in tune with like when I hear ballad, I automatically think trombone, baritone, mellophone. One of them having whole notes, one of them having a counter melody, and one of them having a melody. You know who do that? Southern University. That's because I grew up here. You feel what I'm saying? So when other people play ballads, it's not that their ballads are wrong. It's not that they have a bad arrangement. It's just the
It's
fact
just what
of
you.
this is what we used to.
Yeah.
Anybody can
Yeah.
write. Anybody can tell you how Southern write songs because we hear it so much.
We done hear that
no,
our
I ain't
whole
gonna lie.
life.
I
Yeah.
didn't heard some bad arrangements before.
You know,
I
and
think
but like sometimes you'll hear Talladega and be like, I don't know what the hell they was thinking. Stuff
that
like
part
that.
right there.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Throw baby. I don't know what
Right.
they was thinking.
Like, but
You
if
know,
like somebody putting a group like, what would you as a director? If you can't call off Throw Baby, what would you call? I say Gargle. You come up with another. Come up
Oh
with
no.
another.
where I
Yeah.
was going with that
I just
was
say
I was going with
TP.
that people
I
don't
say TP
realize
or I say Throw Baby.
how innovative Jackson State arrangements actually are. Those split trombone breaks, that's a Jackson State thing. Nobody was like that's a
Y'all
Jackson
started
State
that,
thing.
yeah. Like
You feel what I'm
one
saying?
thing I
Like,
can say, like
these tubas doing all this ignorant crazy stuff. Yeah, that's dog team. You feel what I'm saying? So you
You talking
gotta
about like the octave jumps and shit, like in the chords?
them
yeah.
split tuba.
No,
I
because
say
Alabama
no. I
State
say
Tech.
this
Oh,
on
because
a
Alabama
college
State Tech
level.
Sunday used to be doing
Look,
that too.
on a college level, I say Jackson State, but to me, honestly, like
Shit, as far as
was
split
doing that
trombone
shit.
part, Southern and Jackson
Carver
started that
started doing
together.
that shit
Because
first for me, but when I was in high school,
who?
Carver started doing that shit first with
Oh
Fred.
no,
Oh,
I'm strictly talking about
But yeah, on a college level, I say Jackson State.
like you gotta like people don't understand that Rock say they do this too, but our tubas be playing like three different parts, and it just sound like one tuba part. Like it's crazy. Like people don't understand how dedicated them people is to this craft. Like people give Dr. Little a bad rap, but without him, who knows if we'd have had a split trombone break? Cause that's his stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you don't have a split trombone break in your music,
You ain't
it's
hitting
not
on
a good
shit.
arrangement.
Yeah, you ain't hitting on shit.
You ain't
Yeah.
hitting on nothing, and I hate him. I won't. Dang, dang, dang.
I
I
want the
won't.
whole section just
You
jamming some
want
shit.
you want wax something.
Yeah, I won't ignorant, but
Like like like
Wax
like when we
something.
play baller blocking. I love baller blocking, even though because that's the whole section
That
jamming one part. Yeah,
yeah.
and then like that trombone, but yada yada, just whole wall of sound.
right, like and like people always say like Jackson State sound like Southern. I couldn't disagree more. Like it's two different sound. Like when you
Nah,
dealing with
there's still some Jackson State in Jackson State, but
when you
as
dealing
far
with
as the
bands like
transition
Southern
of
Jackson State and Alcorn,
sound, it's
you should
kind
be
of
able
been
to
bastardized.
you should be able to close your eyes and know what band you listening to. And that's what
I'm
we're
gonna
seeing
know it's Jackson off the drum part
with
because the
Texas
shit
Southern.
be they put so much shit in the drum parts for no reason. Instead of giving the actual beat of the song, they don't know what pocket is.
We're
They
not
try to make
even
everything sound like a damn cadence most of the time.
we're not gonna talk about that.
Right.
Yeah, we're not
That's
gonna
why I love Southern's drum section over Jackson's because Southern knows what a pocket and a funk is. There's difference between funk and groove.
I think I just like Southern Jump Section just because that's what I grew up on. Like that's just
and that's what I try to tell them. I say we like what we do. So who are you to tell us that we wrong?
Yeah, I
right.
mean everybody's opinion is their
And
own.
We in the band room, we be like, yeah, tenors, slap that, yeah,
and
So
that's one thing I don't like about like the direction that New Orleans Jump Section is going in now. Like not saying it's a bad thing, but I just feel like New Orleans
We
Jump
biting
Sections
off the
are
country.
getting away from the like we getting away from our own identity and our
Yeah,
own identity
everybody
and
wanted
our
to be
own
like us,
culture
and we trying to be like
to try to
everybody else.
appease everybody else.
Yeah,
but
don't like
you
that.
do have to realize that everybody wanting to be like us now is changing because people not saying Southern, Southern, Southern. For a long time,
It's not
everybody
even
wanted to be like us meant
it's not
Southern,
even
Southern,
about Southern
Southern.
per se though. It's more about just New Orleans because as I ain't gonna say as quiet as it's kept, but what a lot of people don't like to realize is uh,
New
a
Orleans had
decent part
influence.
of Southern's identity
Yeah.
comes from New Orleans. Like
yeah. So New
during like
Orleans
the
made
late
Southern
70s all the way through the
on
80s through the mid 90s, like a lot of was Southern, like a lot of it, and I didn't go there, so I can't speak from an insider, but from an outsider's perspective, I feel like just as much as Southern influenced New
But
Orleans,
that's
I feel
just
like
like
New Orleans influenced Southern as
wherever
well.
New Orleans go, it's gonna be an influence because between Southern
It's like pretty like
when
this.
everybody went to Miles got
Yeah,
when everybody went to
Everybody
Texas
thought
Southern. Texas Southern got been having New Orleans.
in the beginning, everybody thought Cole probably wasn't gonna make it, but he showed y'all there's a different way. You feel what I'm saying? The Jackson State way. There's people that's doing this all over the country. It's just in New Orleans we so gravitated towards Southern that when somebody do something outside the box, it's country. Oh man, what are they doing? All the drum majors dancing like that. That's what them people enjoy. You feel what I'm saying? Clearly, but that's what clearly people love it because it clearly made me go to Jackson State. You feel what I'm
Because
saying?
it's like it's like there's still some Southern, but then it's like it's Jackson, there's Talladega, there's
No,
um
now that's one band who I still feel like they get into their style.
I'm talking about drum sections wise. I'm talking about
Talladega.
styling and look.
Oh, Talladega have a different style drum section. Yeah, they have their style.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they
But
march with
it be
100
like
drummers.
damn 50 damn people in that damn
Yeah, they
drum
march
section.
with 100 drummers, and they be like, "Oh my God, Talladega band so big." No, they not. They
No,
march. They
it's
have
right,
half of
100
them
right.
drummers.
drummers.
They
Like
have
I look
100
at
drummers in the band.
like when I look at them in the stands this past weekend, like
You
they're
got a
not
whole
small, but
stands full of bass drummers. What the
yeah,
hell?
yeah. Like when you look at like the actual like instrumentation with the brass, like they're not that big. Like they're not no bigger than like the average college band.
I don't feel like they are bigger than the average college band, in my
Yeah,
opinion. Like, I feel
yeah.
like Jackson State, Southern, and Talladega, we all run about the same numbers on any given day. Like, like now when Talladega first came, they was bigger than everybody. Like,
Yeah,
they was big. It was huge.
yeah,
But,
that shit.
but
No, the mom, you said TC Found Identity. We were just talking about that. You got Red Eye, you got Throw Baby. You didn't know which Talladega you was getting
and
from.
guess what? You know the crazy thing about that? The same person wrote it. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Adrian, that's the crazy part. Yeah,
Wow,
That's crazy.
you lying.
That's
The
that's
crazy.
same per-
crazy. That's the
the
crazy
same
part. The
person
same
wrote it.
person wrote that. Yeah.
And that's what I mean about you have to know the identity of the band because the
Wow,
arranger
no, dog. You
whatever.
I
lying,
didn't.
son.
I didn't know. I didn't think Adrian wrote that
Son, you
shit. But
lying.
I can pull up
No,
the video. He conducted it
I
for the
know he
band.
wrote Red Eye, but I didn't think he wrote the Throw Baby. I don't
No,
remember.
look,
I remember
no,
seeing him
somebody
directed.
no.
I don't.
I
Maybe
asked somebody because when I saw him directing it, I was like, man, like Adrian be
maybe it's
hit
a
or
student
miss.
arrangement. He just directing it.
Yeah, look, I
That's what I
said,
was
man,
thinking.
Adrian be hit or miss. I said on his hits, it be real good, but on his
One
misses, not
blood.
so much. And dude came on there and he was like, man, Adrian write that through, baby.
Yeah, Adrian wrote both of them.
No, somebody,
I
yeah.
thought Adrian was just directing it and he had student
Cause you
arrangement
in
wrote it.
Yeah, the
Talladega,
dude, yeah.
they let their
But
students call off their song.
Charles on the videographer, he
Mm-hmm.
came on a poster. He was like, Adrian didn't write through, baby. Because I came on there assuming that he did, and dude was like, man, he ain't write through, baby.
Somebody said, well, if he did, I'm like, bro, Adrian, you couldn't have been this bad with this one. I'm like,
I could find out, but
Because before dude told me that, I was like, man, Adrian really be hit or miss. I'm like, the
yeah,
songs that he
like that
feel
working
legit
on,
was a whole
them
hit
niggas
and
be
a miss.
whamming. But the
you
ones
gotta
that he
understand.
miss
I feel
on,
the same way about some people at Southern that's not named Brian Simmons. So
Hey, hey, it is what it is.
so
It is what it
oh,
is.
you petty, Mike.
don't knock
You
Adrian. You
petty.
feel what I'm saying? Because
You
at
petty, Mike.
the quote unquote top band school that everybody loves, same shit go on. You feel what I'm saying? But
No, there's a different sound when you hear a certain director when you hear the directors get up.
Facts.
yeah, I
Facts.
feel like One Blood was a
And
hit.
like to be honest, like even here in Southern, like in the Hamer era, when you heard Hamer, you heard Simmons, you heard Taylor, you could hear the like different chord
Hamer,
structure. You could hear
I don't know
Like
what it
the
was.
power
When
of
you could
it.
Hamer
close
It
your
just
stepped in
was
eyes and
front
you
of
could
the
tell who
band,
wrote what.
when
right.
Hamer stepped in front of the band just sounded so mature. Like it
The
sounded like
energy level and the fullness of it is
it
just
sounded like y'all was like 35, 40 experience playing on these horns. Like,
Yeah.
it was a different level. Like, Brian,
the,
his stuff
I
was
think
great. Like, it was a bunch of niggas cranking up. You feel me? But
the Taylor calm it
Taylor,
down and get you
Taylor is just
right
like
back to church.
Taylor don't move me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love to try to get with it. He just don't move me.
I can respect that.
Yeah, it
But
don't.
I really
like
do.
even
I feel like the way he writes songs, it ain't for everybody.
I feel like he give me very high school. That's what I'm gonna say. Like Sucker for Pain, he give me very high school. He do.
Bing, 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 bing.
Ready or Not, he give me very high school. He do. I'm just saying. You know,
No.
Mr. Ty look like he just trying to keep up.
Taylor got some bangers though.
He do.
Taylor,
Yeah, Taylor definitely has bangers.
he got
Flawless is
some.
definitely one of them bangers. Can You Stand the Rain is one of them
Can You Stand
bangers.
the Rain? It's one of the bangers. But Trip is
I
one
like
of the
that song
terrible.
y'all played. This on
No, Trip
what
had
that
everybody
song was
tripping
y'all played
on a
live
good
in
way.
2017. I think it was After the Rain. That
Huh?
ra da 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 ra.
Wait,
It's
what
something.
song?
Huh?
Wait, who wrote it? Taylor wrote it?
I think Taylor wrote it. Yeah,
In what year?
2017. I'm about to find it on YouTube right now. Hold on.
Shit, one of his bangers from 15. Yada yada yada
I
yada.
like that drowning.
Yada 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 yada. I can't think of the name of that song right now.
I like that
But,
drowning that he wrote. And that's
oh
him that
yeah, 17 Drowning.
yeah.
Yeah. When we brought it
It's
out for
just,
Crank Fest, who was looking at the crowd, we was like, okay, everybody fucking with this one.
yeah, like it just seemed like when you in the heat of a
Yeah, We
battle,
Are One is a very slip on ring, but that's one of his best.
when
Yeah,
you
that's
in
one
the
of his
heat of a
best. Yeah, that
battle,
is.
it just seemed like nobody wants Taylor in front of the band.
I mean, Taylor got a laid back approach. Shit.
That's his
That's what. Look,
personality though.
I'm
That's
not
his
trying to get you
personality.
caught up, Rock. I'm not trying to get you caught up, Rock.
Yeah,
I'm
He
just
Loves Me is definitely, it might be his best.
when He Loves Me is his best arrangement.
Yeah, it's probably his best.
But like it just seemed like when he in front of the band, nobody want to play what he called on. Like
Man,
Cole Brian, like
Chill
even
out, son.
like 911
that's
Cole
what it
Brian.
is. Until the pain is gone.
Oh, that was 7th. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
playing that one.
that's what it
Like
was.
Yeah. Spa-da-da. Yeah.
Yeah,
He went stupid with that one.
that was like
yeah,
one of his
I
bangers.
mean, there's nothing,
Yeah, but I mean, sure, he
Yeah,
wrote Earthquake in 2019. Earthquake was pretty nice.
I
Yeah, I
didn't like
like
Earthquake.
Earthquake too. I like
I didn't
Earthquake.
like that.
Shit, you really like Ours, you should have heard FAMU when they played that shit against us. Oh
I like
my
That shit was.
god.
I like the hours.
You
We
Um,
like
just
what?
we just played it. We played
yeah,
it the
y'all
weekend
played it. Y'all
after.
played it. Yeah,
We had the music, but
and then
we
Grambler played it at Bike Classic.
yeah.
But I mean, like I said, at Bike Classic, we really could have played everything back at them. Cause they played a lot of what we like, well, not a lot, but someone like what we played from that year. We could have just been playing it back all the whole night, but we had other stuff. But I know Todd is a work in progress. I mean, it is what it is.
You called a man on staff a work in progress at Southern University. Lord Jesus,
I mean,
man. So what? How you think about? I don't. I'm not. I'm. This is just me assuming. It's like, are they friends? Like Todd and Kid? Like, is
Taylor, yeah, Todd and Taylor are friends, yeah,
got hired?
yeah.
Like,
Oh, who
Todd
friends?
crabbed in
Oh,
Taylor senior year.
yeah. Cause,
because I'm
cause
saying
Cause
Taylor
like,
Crab too, huh?
Todd was
'05.
trombone section leader he crabbed no Todd crabbed no 05. He was trombone section leader in I think 07.
hmm,
Yeah, 07 08.
interesting.
And yeah, so he was
Yeah, cause
the
Todd
newest
crabbed the same
power
year I
staff
crabbed.
member.
He got some smoke too. Don't get me wrong. Like I
Yeah, he
remember a
got
long time
like
ago,
Who
he
Shot
wrote my
Johnny is
life.
just smoke.
He wrote my life for LLI. Look at it.
Yeah,
That what's that song? Who shot Johnny?
Who Shot Johnny is just smoke. Who
That was
Shot Johnny?
Like,
That
look,
shit that
now
shit in niggas.
the way that Mike feel about Cad, that's kind of how I feel about Todd.
It just
Like his shit
it's
just don't
working. Like
really.
it is what it is.
Yeah, like
If
his shit. Like I ain't saying his shit bad, but
yeah,
like
it
I
just
just don't really be crazy about the shit he write.
like I
and
Like
said,
that's
even
how
Who
I feel
Shot
some
about
Johnny, like it was a good arrangement, but that
that's
was
how
just
I feel
like
about the whole Talladega and the
it
whole
is what it is.
to
like
me
This
a
is
lot of
gonna move me.
to
It
me
is
a
what
lot
it
of Todd
is.
shit be bland to me. Like I don't like it just don't.
and
I
I
I
think
mean,
the
don't.
reason
it
for the
just
blameness is because he puts so much in it
Yeah,
that
like I
it
don't.
turns
yeah.
like how
Like I ain't
somebody
gonna
will
lie. I
squeeze
remember
too much.
when he wrote "Lord, You Are Good." And you remember we played that shit at St. Aug. You know
Mm-hmm.
that the whole city knew about that.
Yeah,
And when we played it,
Why y'all punch like that? Like y'all twist your body.
that's just our
stop.
style, and it help
And
and
we
it
don't
help
even
our
twist the body like that. It's not
it
even.
help our
It's a
it help
simple
our
yeah
sound project better too.
yeah.
It do like
It's
it help.
45 to 45,
Yeah,
and
it help
Then
our
your
when
shoulders
on
be a
camera,
quarter.
when the
Shoulders.
band actually marching and look good, that shit.
Oh shoot.
Yeah,
Like especially back in the day when they had the actual ostrich plumes, I used to be sitting there like, ooh, that shit is pretty. Like,
And they help the sound project better up the
yeah, the
street
sound
too.
projection.
Yeah,
But
Brian
yeah, it's
Simmons.
way more comfortable.
Brian
And the
Simmons.
whole band ain't trying to do their one style. Everybody the same style.
I feel like a lot of thing that take away from a lot of outside arrangements is people make Brian Simmons the standard. You feel what I'm
He
saying?
kind of is though.
Which is not. That's what I'm saying. Which is really
Yeah.
not an
But I
issue.
mean, Southern has always had a standard when it comes to arrangements.
Wait, pause.
A standard bearer. I'm gonna say that.
Brian Simmons wasn't at y'all's school.
A standard bearer. I'm gonna say that because you had Simmons, you had Hamer,
Hey, listen to this.
you
If
had
Brian
Knighton,
Simmons wasn't at
Baskin,
y'all's school,
Johnson, Paul Adams for a little while. Well, well, Paul Adams got kicked out of that shit, and he kept with Roy Johnson and Baskin. Mr. J, Knighton, like I said, Knighton. Shit, I mean, three of the best arrangers ever in the band world, all of them came from Southern, and I put them three against anybody.
I feel like when it ends, when it all ends, even
Hamer,
though he
Simmons, and
played for
Knighton, I'll
Simmons,
put them three against anybody.
when it
And
all
shit, even
ends,
Eric Baskin and Roy Johnson too, of course. But
You can't forget them.
when it
yeah,
all
I
ends,
said, well, top five. I'll put them
think Kenny
five
gonna
against
take.
anybody.
I think Kenny gonna take. Kenny gonna take the. I think
Kenny
Kenny.
underrated as a
No,
writer.
to be honest,
Like I would love to. I would
if they
love
would
to
have
hear
let
Kenny.
Kenneth pass out what we were supposed to
Yeah,
play in 16, if we had Kenneth and Brian together plus Taylor, just shit.
I
I would
told
love
you
to hear
though.
some of the shit Kenny write.
I wanted
I
Kenny
would love to hear him write for a
at
college band.
Jackson State.
Hell no,
Oh my God!
no, I don't want to
It
see that.
would be
I don't want to hear
something
that. No,
serious.
I don't. I didn't want to see that. No,
It would be something serious
I
If
don't want
what?
to see that.
if Kenny went to Jackson State. Oh my!
I would love to see Kenny at any, like I think Kenny would work wonders at Talladega. Like if
I
he,
don't.
if,
I want to see Kenneth at Texas Southern.
Doing everything.
See him change around Texas Southern.
I wouldn't mind Texas Southern. I wouldn't mind Texas. I would rather Texas Southern than Talladega.
and
Yeah.
no look and
Shit.
I only say Talladega because I just like aside from Adrian, I feel like they're in serious need of like a
He
decent
said serious dire need.
they really
Now
are.
you know
Like
who else? Miles. Man,
Yeah.
Miles.
Boy.
Kenny have some nice landing spots if he ever wanted to step up. You know.
Yeah. If you ever shit Kentucky State,
No. I
No,
need him.
yeah,
I
but a
need
little
him.
band, he could give some punch.
I need
Nah.
him. I need him
Well, shit,
with a bang.
imagine him at Elkhorn with Ev, Drew, and Jerry.
I want to
Yeah.
hear. I want to
out of
hear
all the
his ring.
schools, out of all the schools everybody mentioned so far, the only school I wouldn't want to see him at so far is Kentucky State. I don't know why.
Well, yeah, okay, never mind.
But yeah, everywhere else.
Now, if he ever like, if he had a
I'd be
chance to
with
be the head bander up there, I wouldn't mind it. But
I mean, I would want to
not
see
as
that for the opportunity, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure his style of writing would fit with what they got going on. Though. That's what I mean.
I'm telling
that's
you.
true.
Look at the main music. Just imagine Dark Knight Dumo coming for Jackson State. I'm telling you.
Whew.
I'm telling you, it's the perfect fit. It's the perfect fit. It's the perfect fit.
I bet you.
Them chords
But I
on
mean,
both.
I would have actually had a fun boombox. I'd actually had a battle from Jackson every other fucking time.
Shit.
Yamming that bitch on him. So I mean, it just
don't get them two started.
Rock, we about to be off in about a few minutes.
in 7 minutes.
We're not even gonna do this. I could go far.
Nah, son, Quentin, son, at Alabama State, son. Why y'all used to like really like dance in the middle of fifth quarters? Like, I used to be wondering. I'm like, what the hell is y'all style? Like,
the old director, Dr. Bray from the '90s. That was just his thing. Like, I never met him, so I can't like, and I never marched for him, so I don't know like what his rationale was, but that's just what he was into. He was like into like just giving the performance and giving the show at all times, whether it be on the field or on the stand.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's just what he was
like
into.
One of the worst ones I was like the 90, like go listen to Alabama State 93. That shit was.
That's like one year. That's like one year they went to Southern in '96 and played a bunch of marches in the fifth quarter. Like he was just kind of
2001. Johnny Crab here.
I mean,
that's when Dr. Oliver got there.
Okay.
That's when Oliver
and he been there ever since.
Like
He's still there,
huh?
He's still there, huh?
Yeah,
he's still there.
His first year was 2000. He's still there now.
Now, one thing Alabama State always had.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that.
One thing Alabama State
always
always
earlier,
had.
you missed it.
Like they
Keep my
had
mouth
trombones,
shut.
but like them niggas, like Alabama State tubas. I used to be like, if they ain't got nothing else, they got damn tubas.
What am I gonna say though?
Tubas and
This is quick.
trombones,
With the
This is
trombones,
especially when I was
how
there.
y'all think these fifth quarters about to be with fam? We could talk about this in our next show too, but
Fam and Bethune.
no fam versus like regular people like us.
I'm just saying, both of them added into this
And
with
I'm
fifth
not.
quarters.
I don't know if you ever played against Bethune Cookman. I feel like Bethune Cookman is the most overrated band ever. Bethune Cookman is not loud to me
They,
at all.
they,
I said
Bethune,
that in 16
but
when we saw them for Queen City. We wanted to battle them for Queen
people
City.
always say that because they see them on YouTube. When
Yeah,
you see in front of that band is pudding. That band is not
that's
loud at
the
all.
same thing about FAMU.
I
FAMU
promise
was
you, everything
dog.
I love.
I ain't gonna,
Bethune
I
Cookman
ain't
is
gonna
not loud
lie.
at all.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, and maybe they're different now, but when I was in school, like one of like as far as like pure sound, one of the most powerful bands I ever heard in my life was Bethune Cookman.
Man, I'm telling you though, them
Now
people.
look, they their style and like their like how they do their shit is as bland as unseasoned chicken.
They play
But
the same
as
seven
far as
songs
like
each
their pure
year,
yeah.
sound, like they like them
Now
niggas
I heard
is
like I said, as far as like tuba lines, they niggas kept a tuba line.
bro. Man, them people. Man,
Them
I
and Fam
let me
kept a
tell you,
tuba line
that was
back in
my
the day.
first game, Itchy. And Dr. King,
yeah,
the
yeah.
director of bands, was like,
That's it.
they
Fam,
got
you're not gonna
about
be able to do
400
them 50
people.
That's
minutes
why I
It was,
show
said
it
it
was
might
about
be the
minutes of
same
400
them
people
number.
in the
dancing.
band. And you know,
That
I'm from New Orleans, so if we ever had 400 people in the band, you know, it would be hell.
Yeah,
You
look,
feel
shit.
me?
That boy
So,
last summer would have been ooh with the old
we
head,
get
new
in the
head battle,
stadium,
and everybody coming together. That would have
when we get
been
in the stadium and
man.
they start playing, I'm like, this them? Like,
Yeah,
did they forget the band? Like, did they play the
like
same seven songs each year? They sang for the whole fifth quarter. Them
yeah.
that
that's
band
why I
is,
said like
is the most
When
overrated
FAMU marched in and we were sitting there and they were doing their little death march, they was messing that up from
Oh, I'm
jump.
telling you. Then
When they were
what
doing
they
their
had,
first show, I was like, this is FAMU.
man, dog.
But
I'm telling you. Now I
that
heard
ain't the
from you in
same.
person and
That ain't
family
the
made me
same
cry.
fam you though. That's a
when I
totally
heard
that's
but I
Family
heard them
made me
back in the
cry.
day
that's
though.
not fam you.
I remember hearing them against Southern in '07. I was there. I mean, Southern was jamming on the people. But
FAMU, I'm sorry, Rock. FAMU made me cry. FAMU is like excellent.
no, now there are ballads that have all
FAMU is
right.
just.
I'm like okay, yeah, they got it. But
I just
most of
think
their
I
ball,
feel
even most of
just
their
about
ballads though,
the
like
voice you.
nowadays, it's just like okay, y'all playing the words, but y'all not giving the feeling. Like y'all not.
Now at Jackson State, we're gonna be fine. We play 7 marches, so they can play all the marches they want to. We gonna pound their ass with that too. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I know I tried to end this like last hour, but it got good, so we kept going.
Right,
Yeah.
but
But
yeah, I mean, with that family Bethune Cookman thing, they're gonna have to make change to their field shows because
anything make me cry except for
that 15 minute dances ain't gonna work. They're gonna have to
Yeah.
shorten all that up.
now let me tell
They
you
gotta
what
do
feel like
let me
fam
tell you
you
what it
going
was for real,
I
Johnny.
feel like fam you gonna adapt a little better to being in the SWAC because just historically they've seen more SWAC schools more regularly. So I think they'll be able to adapt quicker
yeah,
than Bethune
quicker.
Cookman.
They still gonna get yammed on, but they'll be
Yeah,
able to adapt
right. But
quicker.
Johnny, it was at the Honda Battle of the Bands. Them people played a Monica song. I don't remember what it was,
No,
but them
Joe, bro. I
them
like
Piccolos,
fam. You every really like it's just
them
like
Piccolos went to moving, and I said, "Oh my god." I said that is what like you know how you have a thing where it be like that's what band's supposed to sound
yeah,
like
yeah.
it sound
yeah.
like
They heard that's what it is. Moment, yeah.
it sound like Heaven Gates had been open. Like it was like man, fam you. But
But that's
yeah,
their staple, playing ballads. That's what they known for, playing ballads. So
thank everybody for tuning in. You feel what I'm saying? We'll be on here every other Monday.
Yeah, the repertoire just ain't. That's what it is. It's right there. Repertoire.
I could probably guarantee that it
hey,
should probably be on here again.
Marshall, yeah, I enjoyed this. Like
Yeah,
y'all
we
please
chop
have
it
me
up,
back.
man.
I'd love to come back on here,
This
bro.
not this
I
not a
enjoyed this, you hear
situation
me?
to where it's like it's just me and
Just
Rocket.
because, yeah.
Talk
We
about
we
yo,
gonna get the whole gang together.
hit me up. You feel what I'm saying? Let's talk about some good stuff. Let's talk about some good band stuff. You could do your plug with the Band Cam and your podcast and stuff.
Yeah, so look, check it out, y'all. So I got two things going. I got like a sports podcast that I do. I do like these little sports takes and all that. My podcast is called Locker Room Sports Talk Media. I talk about current events, like there's all type of shit, sports betting, all that good shit.
You
And
need to put me on there so I can school you. You be
come
talking
on
like
now.
school.
I'm gonna bring on my next show. You hear me? And
Bet.
also, I have my own streaming cable service. It's called Bandit Cable. You get over 9,000 channels for as little as $30 a month. You can also 17,000 movies, TV shows, for $15 a month. So if y'all interested, y'all hit me up. Hit me up on Facebook, Quentin Beginning Me. Hit me up on Instagram, itchy_504. Y'all get at me, bro. Best deal going. You hear me?
All right. All love, all peace, and tranquility to everybody. I pray for all y'all.
Oh
This
yeah.
was episode 2 of Blowin Smoke. Thank y'all.
Yes, sir.
Y'all
Y'all
be
be
cool.
easy.
Y'all